Here we go. Yay! PlayStation. Oh, I do like the PlayStation. That sound will never not be nostalgic to me. Though, ideally it needs to be coupled with the sound that comes directly before it, which is the that noise. Great bit of sound work there. Curious as to how they make that sort of sound. Very common in arcades and stuff. But I'm never sure how they make it. I guess they just use like a synth or something. Who knows? So I'm going to continue my journey. And no, I'm not only done 2% of the game. I've actually done 55% of the game. Let us load. So, okay. So I was up to old Pinstripe. Although, how many of these... oh, I've only got one of the many gems on this level. Cortex Power's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I can see if I can recall how to do it. Should we just... let's see if we can get up to the lab, and then I'll worry about gems. Let's get rid of Pinstripe first. I probably had a plan last week. Can't remember what it was, but here he is. You don't mess with me, see? Why would you have a big gurning picture of... Oh, rather a picture of Cortex gurning. That is a proper gurn, that, innit? Hang on. When we go up back to that side of the room, we can get a proper look at it. There it is. Look, the gurning competition. It must have been in West Yorkshire that day. At least his end's the right way around. There's some promotional pictures of him where it's the wrong way around. I think Wrath of Cortex did that rather a lot. There you go. You got to wait for his gun to jam. His gun that he never reloads, note. I know it's a drum barrel, but come on. Oh, a drum mag rather, not a barrel. Also, he's not a very good shot. He really isn't a good shot. I mean, it's not like Crash is very well hidden. It would have hit him 15 million times. Bam. And, yeah. Very easy boss fight. Boss fights aren't exactly difficult in this game. But it's serviceable, isn't it? I suppose because I already know how to do it, it's a bit easier. The high road now. Do you need a gem for this? I can't remember. I know you need one for... Hang on, what happened to Aku Aku? He was there a minute ago. I know you need one for Road to Nowhere, but I can't remember if you need one for this one. However, you do need to do this malarkey, so are you ready for this? Uh-huh. And that happens. So you've just got to run and hope more than anything. Because if you jump too late, then you end up overshooting it. Right, so if I jump from there, that's okay. Right, that's good. Hopefully I'll only have to do that once. Fortunately, there's nothing any further back. But, yeah, you'll note that the Road to Nowhere actually ends like that if you've got the red gem. Hey! Avoid the hog. Yeah. But I seem to recall this one's a bit easier actually than Road to Nowhere. Just because there's all these tortoises. It's mostly just tortoises if I recall correctly. And it's not actually been that long since I last played it because I'm playing it on my actual PS1. As I mentioned, well, as I alluded to many times last week when I played it, I've been playing the PAL version, and there are a lot of little differences between the NTSC version, which I'm playing here, and PAL, which I was playing on my actual PS1. To the extent that it can throw you off quite a bit. So this might not actually be as easy as I found it on there. But so far so good, I suppose. Just about pacing yourself, there's no need to rush. It's not like Mario where you're timed. I don't know why I'm getting everything before the checkpoint. The checkpoint is just another crate, as far as we're concerned. Because if you're not aware, this is the original Crash Bandicoot for PS1, and to get gems, you gotta do the whole level, break all the crates, and not die at all. It's a hardcore game. And even if you do die, and go back and get the crates that you because the crates respawn when you die. You can go back and get the crates, come back and finish the level, and you'll still not get the gem because you died. It's a cruel mistress, is this game, and it hides crates off the top of the screen, so you can't see them. But yeah, you see what I mean? It's mostly just tortoises. Right. Don't overshoot. It's very easy to do, especially here, look. And, yeah. It's just knowing your jumps and being able to time them. I seem to recall when I played this years ago as well for the channel, the YouTube channel, that is. I know that channel is interchangeable between YouTube and Twitch. Can I remember how to do this? I think probably go along the bottom first, and then maybe I can... Oh well. Ruin my chances there. Not that it makes a difference. I'm pretty sure the bonuses make no difference at all. They're just bonuses, and they don't contribute to your 100%, as far as I'm aware. We'll soon find out, because I have lost 2 bonuses now. But there we go. Look, that actually is, like I said, easier than the Road to Nowhere. And there we go, gem, first try. Not even joking about that. You saw it. You all saw it, didn't you? So just checking that this stream is actually working. I need to be sure of it sometimes, because I have had the situation before where I've not actually switched to the game that I was supposed to be streaming. Done that with videos as well. Well, I've done that with one video. Pretty sure it's not happened with any others yet. Slippery climb now. This is a level. This is a proper level, this. And I don't think they really did justice to the music for this one in Insane Trilogy, because some of the levels, the music just hasn't got quite the right mood to it. And they did it fine. They did it spot on with Crash 2 and 3, but just didn't get it quite right for this one. And the music in this is quite minimalist, especially this. And oh, that was close. The track for Jaws of Darkness and whatever that other level is, that style of level, they are very spooky. Creepy music. And they're not really very creepy because there's just too much instrumentation in the new ones. They're too merry. So that's a bit of a disappointment. But the rest of the music is just great. But yeah, this is one of my favouriteest levels ever in any video game. It's just beautiful. It's very well realised. And I've got to say, I bang on about CRTs, but man, does this level look fantastic on a CRT. I mean, yeah, this monitor isn't brilliant. The black levels are very unblack. But yeah, just playing this on a CRT, it just looks real. The blacks are black, the whites are white. When the lightning flashes, it is like lightning flashing in your room. Oh, beautiful. Especially good if you play it with the lights off. What an experience. Well, so far so good. I shan't say any further than that until I get to the end. Hey, okay. Let's not rush into that. Right now, go, and go. You've got just enough time to do that. Not really much margin for error either, because there is a spike right underneath it. Right, here we go. Sometimes it does give you a little respite as well by not having a platform constantly moving. Just let you take a breather. Like here. Can you imagine if I fell off forwards then? Whew. My hands are sweating already. It's not a good start. Of course, it is very hot today. Well, not very hot. It's not as hot as it was. Is it last week that it was really, really hot? Pardon me, sorry, I'm hic burping. It's annoying. Yeah, it was very hot last week. And it's still hot, just not very hot. Right, this guy's a pain in the arse. Not for any real difficulty, but just for being a bit of a pain. Also, it was huge! Compared to Crash, compared to Cortex, compared to literally every character in this game, except for him and Torna. And, I don't know. Yeah, that guy was massive. He was a giant. Don't know what it is with them lab assistants. They're just weirdos. Especially when you get to the lab. Well, this is going altogether too well. I expect to die. When I was doing this before, actually, I kept dying on the birds, and I don't really know why. I think I'd just hit them at slightly the wrong angle and just died. So, yeah, the birds, you've got to be careful on. Make sure you hit them right on top. Oh, I thought I'd found a bug there, but no, it was me getting the bonus round. The pointless embryo bonus round, no less. But thing is, I could do with the 1-ups. I haven't had very many. How many lives have I got? 18? Oh, okay. No, that'll do me. Oh, that was close. That was the NTSC lacking jump height. Right, I'll wait this out. There we go, look. Time it. There is no rush. Apart from the ones who did Tom Sawyer and Spirit of Radio and stuff. Now that was good timing. Good. You see, if you make the noises, it makes the game a bit easier. It's like when they play tennis. Oi. See what I mean? Look, he's huge. Why is he so big? Did I just... Have I missed one? I've missed one, haven't I? God damn. How the hell did I do that first try? Somebody clip that. Dear oh dear. Well, there's the red gem. Thing is, that's not even the hardest level. We've still got a lot of really awkward ones to do. Well, 2 in particular I've got in mind. This one's a bit of a pain in the butt, but yeah. You need a gem for it as well, so I'm not going to do it first try. Oh, especially not if I don't press the D-pad in properly. But I quite like this one. Again, it's got that atmosphere to it. Very cool level. And, they did actually go back to this sort of thing in Crash 2 and 3, but you're outdoors. They did a level called Totally Fly. And I think there was another one in Crash 2. I can't remember what it was called. But I've just thought of a really great title. Because you know they've always got punny titles in these games. They could have done one called Fly By Night. Briglit. That's a great name. Thank you very much for following. How are you doing this fine evening? Are you enjoying the warmth? Is it Briglit? Have I pronounced that right? I don't suppose there's any other ways to pronounce that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, you know that now they've got these punny names in Crash Bandicoot. They could have done one of the Firefly ones and called it Fly By Night. That would have been perfect. Maybe if they make another Crash game, which I suspect they will, won't they? They've seen there's money in the pot now, so there's definitely scope for it. Right. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because you got to time it right. There is another level in this style, and yeah, it's another tricky one, but it's even trickier because it's all about the timing. There's a lot of these swinging axes and things. What are they actually? Are they axes? I don't know what they are. The spiky, sharp things that you don't want to touch because they hurt. And that is Medieval Weaponry 101. So yeah, I was going to miss a few because you need the... is it the yellow gem you need for that? Might be. Yellow or green, one of the two. Jaws of Darkness, yes. Got another one of these. I like these levels a lot. I have a lot of time for them. And this one's a bit of a cheeky one, if I recall correctly. And now oh, actually, no, I can't do this one either because I need the blue gem. Well, that's alright. I need to get through them, don't I? Right, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I thought I'd gone too late then. But all is well with the world. Now, the tricky thing with these levels is that the depth perception is a bit tricky. You can't always tell if you've jumped far enough. And by the time you sort of can tell by your shadow, it's a bit too late. So you just got to jump and hope. But something that you should know about these slamming wall things, once you're past one, it won't slam on you. So you can sort of run past the first one in a sequence, and then you only have to deal with the one in front of you rather than the one that you stood in front of, which is weird. I know it didn't make much sense explanation. I'll try and I mean, I'm not going to tempt fate by doing it because that'd be silly, but I'll do it separately when I've not got 2 Aku Aku masks on hand. But what I will do is I'll save all the secrets and things for when I've actually got the blue gem, so I can, you know, do the whole level. Right, good. Fortunately, there's no... I always think it would be good to hide something like off to the right of this thing, but no, they never do. Which I think is a bit of a missed opportunity. If they're going to hide stuff, at least hide it well. Yeah, there, look, blue gem. Tragical. But it's fine. I think... Does the blue gem come from Cortex Power? Might do. Can't remember. Bouncy, bouncy. Oh, them bats just disappeared. Strange. Right. It's jumps like that you can't really tell where you're going to end up. Not easily, anyway. Right. And the spears as well. I'm never sure when I'm right in front of the spears or not. Yeah, you gotta be careful there as well, because there's actually a Cortex face in that crate. Not that it makes a difference, because the other Cortex face is in the secret area. Huh. Oh yeah. See if you can spot the secret area, by the way. Let's just walk over to it. Oh no. That's why you don't tempt fate. Yeah, well. At least I can try the what is it now? The slammy door thing. Oh no. Well, next time I come across one, I will show you. I will demonstrate this to you. Yeah, you've got to make sure you jump on that snake. And then you get Cortex and his fine head. I won't bother with those crates. I'm not going to get them all, so let's not worry about it. Actually, no, I might just do this because the other... Great. So, I did Slippery Climb first stinking time, and now I'm messing about on this level. This level's not even that difficult. It's just dark and spooky. Right, good. Was that snake wearing Argyle? Alright, I've already got 2 Cortex heads, I shan't worry about it then. Goo! Right, this time don't screw it up. There we go. Just 'cause I'm right on the edge. Yeah, there we go. Might as well try and get the Cortex key while I can. I mean, if I don't, then I can try it again when I come round. Come round here and go round there. Ooh! One for Cheap Show fans in the audience there. I've balls this up! Ooh! Yep, you're supposed to sit on that TNT for a bit and then jump over. Ah, well. Lessons in love. Right. And then you just walk back across. Yeah, there's another secret like that in one of the levels. Was it in Temple Ruins, actually? Might have been. And a 1-up for moi. Beauty. At least I'll get another chance of saving with the Tawna heads. Alright. Oh! See what I was saying about depth perception? It really is tricky. Especially when you've got this horrible NTSC jump height. Barely get anything. White crashes can't jump. Actually, there was a white crash, wasn't there, in that stupid flipping game? That's a game that bears no resemblance to Crash Bandicoot whatsoever. Maybe I'll play it someday. Maybe I'll put it behind a donation goal, so then at least there's a reason to play it. A decent reason. Uh-oh! That was close. Just wait for the TNT. I know it's not got a massive blast radius, but Better safe than sorry. Right, here, I think there's a 1-up. Yep, indeed there is. Might be another one on here as well. Oh no, there's another TNT. Great. Oh, the 1-up survived. Excellent. Life hacks. Literally. Update that saved game, please, Bob. Yeah. Wait for the bats, because undoubtedly I'm going to hit one. Right, I've got a checkpoint there, so let's try this. I was right. Check it out. If you stood there, you don't get squashed by the thing, so you can cheese it. You can proper cheese it. Yeah. Brilliant. Awesomes. Well, I got a save and I cleared the level. Yeah. I'll take it. Right, castle machinery. Can't remember if I need a gem for this. If I don't, then I'm going to get one, because it's a pretty easy level. Ah, yeah, you need the green gem. I've just spotted it show up behind me. Brilliant. Oh well. I'm surprised I didn't get that. Did I? Oh yeah, I did get the one in the other machinery level, didn't I? Ooh. It's not a very imaginative title, is it? The first one's called Heavy Machinery. Yeah, I'll take that. Castle Machinery. It's just heavy machinery with a castle in it. Yeah, nice one. Could have called it Nuts and Bolts. Could have called it something else. I don't know. Nuts and Bolts is all I got. Sorry, I'm not a professional video game developer, and they seem to be pretty good at thinking up puns. I'll tell you who else is good at making up puns. Musicians. If you look at the Lost soundtrack, that's just full of puns. And there's another one. Yeah, there's the Age of Empires soundtrack that's got a. I mean, it's not really puns. It's just weird titles. And then you've got. Pretty sure the Halo Wars soundtrack has quite a few puns in it as well. Yeah, musicians like the puns. Just cheese that. I was watching Steve McNeil last night, so yeah, I've picked up some of his mannerisms. Better make sure I don't use too many of them, because I'll just be accused of aping him, and I couldn't be doing that. I'm not aping anybody. I'm sure there's crates there on PAL. Well, now that was satisfying. 1-up. Oh. I was hoping I could jump up and get them with a Wumpa Fruit. Ah, there's a cheeky little bouncy here. Right, can I bounce up? Oh, I just jumped off nothing then. That's brilliant. Okay, and I just hit the red pipe and didn't take any damage. Well, that's brilliant. Loopholes. Yeah, Wumpa Fruit, whatever. It's like floppy disks in Jazz. They don't do anything. At least in this they give you a chance of getting a 1-up. Yeah, Jazz. Jazz should be in Crash Team Racing, should he not? What? Right. Trickiness coming up here. I should really have not bothered with that because, well, I can't get the crates, so I shouldn't be doing all the tricky stuff. I should be saving my skill points, because undoubtedly I'll try and do it again when I actually have the gem, and I'll balls it up. You just know it's going to happen. Camera does weird things here. They should have had one of them little cameras following you around in Twinsanity. Since you can freely move the camera, and I think it's probably the only. Yeah, I would actually say yeah, it is the only Crash game where you can do that. Which is a bit of a strange feature to have exclusive to one game, but hey, Crash's nature means it. Hang on a minute. You're telling me there's a green gem platform at the start, but there's no crates up there? Does it just give you a crap load of one-ups? Actually, I feel like it might do, thinking about it. Oh well, I'll take it. Sure. I'll take it. Yep, Embryo. This is a bit of an awkward boss fight. Just because you got to be very precise with where you hit him. There he is. Very expressive for a early PS1 character. In fact, Crash has some excellent graphics to say that it's an early PS1 game. Now, it might look like he's got tons of health, and that's just because for some reason it counts the blob monsters as his health. I suppose how else would you do it? It works. And if you get too close to him, he just slaps you with a couple of beakers, and yeah, that hurts. Ow! There we go. I think if you spin them, they just sort of get chucked about. Right, and then he does this. He sups his potion, and then this happens. And you've got to do this. I don't know if you're supposed to land on his head or spin him or what. I'm not sure what the actual. Right. It's me. It's everything to play for. Yes. He seems to be gaining health every time. There we go. Again, first time. How the hell do I keep doing this? How the hell do I do the hardest boss fight in the game? First time, and yet I keep dying on stinking Jaws of Darkness. I do Slippery Climb Gem first time, and I kept dying on. I died on flipping Insanity Beach. What was that? Right, I literally did this last night and got the gem, and it was easier than the first time I did it, which was on my PSP on holiday. Where was I on holiday? I can't remember, but I didn't have much money. I kept running out because I wasn't earning any. I was living off student loans. So, yeah. And there I was on flipping holiday. It was my parents. It was fine. Right, yeah. That was a cheeky crate arrangement. Right, I'll just wait for this because the doors can kill you if you get caught underneath them. Not what you want. It's a bit like in Blood. The doors can kill you in that as well. Man. Fancy referencing Blood in a Crash Bandicoot stream. God. Variety content. Oh, crap. I think I just, nah. Don't need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 12, 16, 81. Boo! I couldn't keep doing that because I was genuinely losing count. Fortunately, I didn't lose count enough to actually lose count. Yeah, exactly. That was a sentence. Mental acrobatics. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people like to ban the term mental gymnastics around. I like to do things differently here. Ah, right, you've got this. See what I mean about the lab assistants just being weird? Like, what's this guy's deal? Why is he so conductive? And why is it not hurting him? Right, let's do this. Easy mode. Ah! Oh, boy. Oh, no, that was close. Yeah, that could have been the end. Could have been twice the end, in fact. Oh, that also could have been the end. Went a little bit earlier than I should have. Right, this guy's easy because he just lobs it right over you. So that's good. Right. Oh! Why did I survive that? Right, this is tricky. Yeah, because when he looks like he's not electrified, he is. However, it gave me the checkpoint there? Huh? What happened? Have I... Oh, I don't know what happened there. It's timing everything. This is actually good that I'm dying so much here because it's I can come back to it. Get the timing down. There we go. See, there's plentiful gaps between his electrification phases. Maybe he's like Blanca. Right, this bit's actually trickier than it looks. Because you've got to deal with the electricity balls. Come on. There we go. I wonder what speedrunners would be thinking of this playthrough. They'd probably be cringing. Probably be like, God, come on. I imagine there's a way to get rid of... In fact, you can probably just run past that guy, can't you, if you do it right? Oh, right, I thought I'd timed that badly. Yep. Oh. The mutant blob from hell doesn't appear to be spawning. Yeah, so once you pass that lot... Ah. Forgot about this bit. Now! Yep. And then this bit's just like, whatever, man. Cut your ties. Wait for them to explode. Yeah, but I wasn't gonna get the crate, the thingy, obviously. Duh. Alright. It's going swell. Great haul. Well, why bother? I'll save Cortex until I... Well, no, actually. Yeah, I'll save Cortex until the end. Let's have him as the grand finale, eh? Right, so I've got to go back and get myself some gems, and I need to actually start here because without the coloured gems, can't really do very much. And I've just realised I need the green gem or blue gem, one of the gems for this level. So that's a no-go already. I'm fairly sure it's the green one. Cortex power, does it even give you a colour? Maybe it does. Generator room. I think I can get away with that one. Let's find out. Yeah, this is the weird one with Cortex's weird face. Could have done with more of these levels. There's only one of them. Yeah, the coolest levels in the game, there's only one of them. Like Slippery Climb, there's only one Slippery Climb style level. Which is a bit sad, but... There is actually a second one. You can access it by cheating. Or hacking the game. Because it is still in the game files, I think. And it's called Stormy Ascent, and it was actually revived for the Insane trilogy. Right, yeah, I've got enough time to break these crates, and then... Scarpa. Right, I think what threw me off last time on this level in particular was the jump height. So hopefully I'll be able to do it this time. Also the input lag. If I fail to make a jump for any reason, it's probably because of the input lag, because it is quite monstrous. Especially if you're coming from playing on a CRT. It's like from 0 to all the input lag. I mean, it's not... It probably could be worse, to be honest, but... It's not great. It's very noticeable when you're actually playing it. Ooh, ah! Oh boy. Right, let's wait for this. There we go. There's no rush. Stop rushing around. Don't be a rush crash. That wasn't even a thing. That wasn't even a good joke, but I don't care. When you're recording material live on the fly, then you've got to kind of go with what you got. Which is where the value of reactionary comedy comes into play, which is why Ashen's streams are so good. Because he is very good at reacting to things. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Right, let's get ourselves a 1-up. Boing, boing. 1-up again. Right, here we go. It's fine. This is a health and safety nightmare, this place, isn't it? Right. Got to pull this off. Yes! There were a lot of crates, a lot of Wumpas in that one crate, weren't there? Wasn't even a question mark crate. Right, this bit is quite... Spot on. Until that stupid bit. Can you believe? The worst bit is, you can't... I wish there was like something you could turn on to say... like basically an iron skull for Crash. So, when you die, just restart the whole level. That would be very nice. It'd be also nice if you could just avoid the... what is it? The checkpoints, but they count as crates, so you can't just miss them. Would be handy if you could, but you ain't doing it. Naughty Dog are not nice when it comes to... You gotta earn your gems in this game. It's not like your Nancy death routes where you can, if you die when you're next to it, then you're all right. They'll let you in. Death routes. Death routes actually kind of easy. Some of them. In fact, the death routes sometimes use bits of level design that are in this. Because this is actually, well, you're probably aware, quite a bit more difficult than the other two games. The other two PS1 games. Oh well, in fact, quite a bit more difficult than every other Crash game, basically. Apart from Crash Team Racing, depending on your gauge of difficulty. This is easier to 100% than Crash Team Racing, but is generally more difficult in terms of its gameplay. But yeah, if you want 100% Crash Team Racing, then you've got to be good at gamesing. You got to be Mr. Games. Oh, I want the Wumpa fruit. Oh, thank goodness. Right. How's one supposed to do this? You do get a second... There we go. You got to wait it out. As much as game does not want you to wait it out, you got to wait that out. Right. No input lag can stop my skills. Oh, I thought I would have got hit by that thing, but apparently not. This is a health and safety nightmare. I've already said that. Well, I'm saying it again. Right, that was the hardest bit of the level. Now we've got an easy bit. Hubba-doo-boo. Hubba-doo-boo. I bet when they were designing this, I bet them two were also red ones. Safety first. Pinstripe Ellie Potterotti. Let's hope I got all the crates. Please say I did. That would be nice. Plus. Yes! Did I get a colour from this one? Yeah, orange. Orange. Update that save, please. 76%. We're not doing bad. Not doing bad in any way, shape, or form. Mippity map. Toxic waste. Now, toxic waste is very tricky. It's quite a short level, but it's a very timing based level. So the first few bits, easy peasy, right? So you just bounce on the things. Got to make sure you get these ones out of the way first, and there's a good reason for it, and I'll explain in a second. But yeah, let's just get them done. These guys with the suits, not hazmat suits, I hasten to add. By the way, this is why, because there's an Aku Aku crate here. That guy smashes it when he flies past like a big doofus. And I've had it happen before where the Aku Aku has disappeared when I've been frittering around. So I don't know. Don't know if that was just a bug because it was so far away, or and it sort of got rid of it because it was out of radius almost. But yeah, I've made sure I've not made that mistake again. Sorry, my hair is getting in the way and it's making my head itchy. Right, so that's that bit. Them first two bits, super easy. It's this bit onwards where it gets tricky. Or is it? Oh, maybe no. I'm too early with my estimation. I like how they give you these little laybys to hide in. It's like, come on, I could just jump over them. and you have to, so... Don't quite get that. Right, yeah, get rid of him. Now it's on. Because you think the first few bits are super easy. And then you come down here, and oh no, suddenly they're bouncing. And it is really difficult to tell where they're going to land. So you can run underneath them, but you gotta know where they're going to land. I somehow managed to spin the barrel away, even though he didn't have it in his hand. That was interesting. Now, fortunately, I've managed to get this far with 2 masks, so I can't be arsed saying Aku Aku each time. I know his name. Ooh. So hopefully I can survive. There's also plenty of laybys I can use. Balls! I don't know what happened there. I got stuck on something. I was going to try and jump around the barrel. Because I needed to get away from the TNTs. Panicked, basically. Panic jumping. Exactly what you don't want to do in Ghouls and Ghosts. I know this isn't Ghouls and Ghosts, but it's... well, I don't know. I mean, you could... it's not as difficult as Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm not going to go there and say that... I mean, people go on about Dark Souls and, oh, it's the Dark Souls of this and the Dark Souls of that. These guys, come and play Ghouls and Ghosts, man. Or it's even more difficult predecessor, Ghosts and Goblins. You want a difficult game? That is what you want. Mr. Dusk versus the Tweaks. Welcome. And thank you so much for hosting. It means a lot. Yeah. Dusk vs Tweak hosting as I'm talking about Ghosts and Goblins being super, super difficult. Yeah. If you want to know a difficult game and you're going in about Dark Souls, go and play that. I'm going to be gatekeepery and elitist. No, not really. You enjoy what you want, but play Ghosts and Goblins if you want to know what a really difficult video game is like. Because that game, when it was being designed and developed, oh man, I've jumped a little bit too late there. The designer, when the testers got past certain points in the game, the designer would then make them harder because these people had got past these certain points. Which is just great, isn't it? And I don't think they did that for this. Or Dark Souls. Well, I could be wrong, I don't know actually. I know little about Dark Souls' development. In fact, I know one thing about its development, and the fact is that it was developed. There you go. That's all I know about the Dark Souls development. Yeah, words. Word salad. Right, I think... Okay. I thought I could get away with that. Yeah, it's knowing where they're going to land. And sometimes you can cheese it and just run underneath, but it's very, very hard, especially since they don't have shadows. Also, Crash runs faster in PAL, so... Right. I should really have just played the PAL one, shouldn't I? I want that sweet 30 FPS, man. I didn't soft mod my PS2 just so I can play the PAL games that I already have. Come on. Although, I would like to build up a complete Crash Bandicoot collection, which is just weird, but I don't care. I need the NTSC ones, which are undoubtedly going to be the most expensive. I'll just put that out there. Because Crash is flipping expensive. Why is he so expensive? You're paying like 30 quid for the first game, PAL. I just think, well, for that price, you could buy the Insane Trilogy. Which is probably going to be more accessible. I mean, I'm only playing this because of nostalgia. Let's face it. Otherwise, I would be playing the Insane Trilogy, because it makes a lot of improvements and it's not as difficult. And it looks better as well. Well, does it look better? I don't know. It looks cleaner and it looks higher res. So, yeah. So I don't quite get it because it's not like Crash is a rare game. It's a very unrare game, in fact. By virtue of the fact that I own it. So how can it be rare if I have it? Come on. These collectors, they really need to gauge the collections based on my collection. And if I own it, that means it's not rare. Because if I own it, that means it must be worth now. The point being that I'm not very rich, and so I can't afford these expensive games. Oh, that was good. Right. No. Balls. It's okay. I think I can hide here, yeah. Ugh! Wait for the TNTs. Right, let's see if I can work out where these are landing. Oh! Nah! You can't even jump over them either because they're jumping around. Ugh, I need, what I need. Tell you what I need. I need to go to one of the earlier levels, get an Aku Aku mask, get 2 Aku Aku masks, and then I can just proper cheese it then. Which one can you do with the orange gem? I think it might be upstream. Let's try it. If I can do this, then I get a couple of masks as well. Means I can save myself a bit of hell. In fact, yeah, if I go quick enough, then yeah, what I should do is try and go quick enough so I can take out the guy and then come back for the crates. Maybe if it's not viable to get them while running past, then yeah, I'll do that. That seems like a wise idea. Nothing hidden off screen in these early levels. Well, not in the way you'd expect. Oh! Whoa. I do wonder if it's possible to transpose the PAL sort of movement values and jump heights and stuff to NTSC. So basically make a 30 FPS PAL version. That would be cool. That would be like my ultimate version of Crash. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how feasible that is. You'd think it'd just be a couple of lines of code. And I did look. You can get these tools that open up the disk, so you can have a look at all the different files and sort of change them around a bit. And basically all the files are different, so I don't know. Is that all the crates? I think it might be. I'm not. I mean, if I'm spinning around and I'm not hitting any, then surely that means there's none there. So I can't remember. I think if you do this seemingly flawlessly without the gem, then it does just say 1 crate missing. So that's probably it. Again, soon find out. Or can you continue beyond the end? Again, soon find out. Yeah, there we go. Look, yeah, there it is. Right, so jump on that. Yeah, and then you get to the hardcore upstream. Yeah. Well, he says. It's not that bad, really. Fortunately, you don't have to come back on yourself, because that would be horrible on this level. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, yeah! I like how I started celebrating before I'd even hit the thing. Nice. Have I done it? Yay! And I've got 2 masks as well. Hopefully that'll make toxic waste just a little bit easier. And we've got an extra gem for our troubles. Hooray! Alright. Continue on. Onward and upward. The 3rd level of this game actually is probably one of the hardest. What's it called? Native Fortress? The Great Gate, that's it. Right. Toxic waste. Let's do this and see how far. Let's see how far that mask takes us. I mean, I'll still have 2 masks by the end of it, so it's not a complete waste. If it doesn't get me as far as the bouncing barrels, then I mean, maybe that's why they put it there, so it doesn't actually help you very much. But let's find out. If nothing else, it'll just save me a bit of time on it. Because you do move a bit faster. Diddly-diddly-diddly. Oh, so it flings you around anyway. The killer barrels. Oh! Yep, take him out. That could have landed me in the drink then as well. Well, yeah, that was pretty pointless actually, wasn't it? Could have done them bits. It's a shame there's no more masks on this level. Although if there were, it would be too easy. Right, come on, you jerk. How about you? These guys are so big. I think there should have been more of these gangster fellas. Basically, Crash should have had more of the things that make it cool. There should have just been more Crash. And the problem is, this stuff doesn't even show up in the later games. It's like there's no lore, really. The lore kind of gets thrown out the window a little bit. I mean, apart from in Crash 2, they go a bit deeper into it, but 3, it's just like, oh well, now we're doing time travel, whatever. So I feel like 3 was a little bit of a little bit phoned in, and I feel terrible saying that because it was the second Crash game I ever played, and it is a. Oh, did I really just get a hit? That's pretty poor, isn't it? Yeah, it's the second one I played after Crash Team Racing, and oh, was this one the second one? Ah! I cheesed it, and I didn't cheese it enough. What a wally. I need to go and get my masks now. Nah, let's just do it. Yeah. I'm just thinking, yeah, because the first Crash game I played was Crash Team Racing at a friend's house. And so I got a PlayStation. Shortly after that, might have been for Christmas. And me and my brother went to the shop. We went to, if any of you, it's unlikely that there's anybody from Huddersfield currently watching and or listening. But if you are, then you know where CEX is, Computer Exchange. There used to be a game shop somewhere around there. I think it was called Games to You or something like that. If not a games shop, then it was certainly a second-hand media shop. And it wasn't CEX. At the very least, it wasn't called CEX. And I got Crash Team Racing from there, and my brother got Crash Warped. And I think, thinking about it now, he probably only got that for 2 reasons. The first, that I was getting Crash Team Racing, and the second, that the front cover is a Terminator parody. I'm trying to remember what the NTSC cover's like. Can't remember. But yeah, the disc is a proper, like, it's just the cover of Terminator, but with Crash and Coco. They liked doing that in the 90s. Deus Ex did it as well in one of the promotional artwork rendery things. Right, let's do this. Yes. See, I can hide there now. Right, I can't cheese it. I've just got to time it. Right, I can stand here yet. Jump! No! Right, this time, if I can keep that mask, then I can do it. I can just cheese it. It's just making silly mistakes. It's costing me. It's costing me lives. He says, 56 lives. Why did they bother putting lives in this game? Other than, you get a bit of a dopamine rush, don't you? When you get a life. I think that's literally the only reason, because you get so many. It feels good to get them. That's literally the only reason. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason there's coins in Mario Odyssey as well. Which I've yet to play. I don't have a Switch. I want to play it. It looks so good. It still creeps me out that there's normal human people in Mario Odyssey, just wandering around the city. Like, how can you have a Mario in this world? It's like when Sonic introduces human characters and they're just like normally proportioned people. And you just think this just does not work. Why though? And the bit about taking over enemies creeps me the hell out as well. It's just freaky. But other than that, it looks really fun, and it's 3D platformer, and it's a Mario 3D platformer. Can't really go wrong with them. That said, I haven't played Super Mario Sunshine either. Thing is, though, when it was released, I remember it having decent reviews. I mean, like, I remember it being talked about in good regard. So I don't really see why everybody says it's awful now. People are very opposed to Mario Sunshine. But yeah, I've not played it. But I have watched some gameplay of it, and it looks quite fun. If a little gimmicky, but hey. It's Mario, that's the whole point of it. That's why the series exists, so that Nintendo can just do silly stuff. And experiment. It's their... Are you honestly kidding me? How... you cannot be serious. How can it be that sometimes you can hide in that little thing and other times you can't? I should hide on the front of it, shouldn't I? And then I definitely won't get hit by a barrel. There's times like this when you wish you had that bazooka from Crash 3. And in fact, that's my other issue with Crash 3, the fact that you've got all these power-ups and it just kind of disturbs the flow. I like Crash 2 a lot because it's got like the perfect moveset. You know, you can run around, you can jump around, you can do the slide and the spin jump when you slide, and it's just so much fun to play with, and you have to be quite skilled to pull off that spin jump perfectly. I mean, I'm not great with it, so I can't do the time trials or anything perfectly, but yeah, it takes some skill. And then Crash 3 comes along, and you've got this double jump, and it's not a good feeling double jump because it ruins your momentum. So you just end up, you jump once and then you stop in midair when you jump again. It's like, why bother? And you only end up ever needing it for the bonus levels anyway, if I recall correctly. So yeah, I just kind of wish they'd not done that. And the flipping belly flop. What is the point of the belly flop? Why? It's like the belly flop. You use it in very, very rare circumstances. And here you are upgrading it. Like, why bother? All it does is slow things down. Once again, disturbing the flow of Crash. And belly flops are bad enough anyway. Belly flops could have done with being made quicker, not slower. But no, they just made this powerful belly flop that is literally useless. Because the things you were using the belly flop for before, you're still using the belly flop for now. Right, let's hide on the front of it. Here we go. Ugh! Right, good. We're in a good spot. Right. And there it is. Cheese, 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 cheese! Ah! It's because I went too early again. Alright, this time. This time I'm gonna do it right. This time he'll do it right! That's the good thing about Crash 3. Entropy. You little skunks. That was skunks. Oh, come on. And that's the thing I like about Nitro Fueled. Well, one of the things I like about Nitro Fueled. The fact that they've really gone all out and they've dived. They've taken a deep breath and they've jumped right into the deep end of the lore. And you've just got all these little nods and homages to these early games. Specifically, the gangsters on Sewer Speedway and Hot Air Skyway. And they've got these little gangster guys knocking around. And Hot Air Skyway actually looks like somewhere where Pinstripe would hang out. It's like cards and casinos and stuff. Oh, it's just so brilliant. It is the game. It's the game of 2019. I don't care what you say. In fact, what else has been released this year? Anything good? Is Doom Eternal going to be coming out this year? I know Halo Infinite's not coming out. That's next year, isn't it? All these games that never end. When will it stop? Yeah, I just realised the silliness of my statement there. When they say Doom Eternal and Halo Infinite and stuff like that, does that mean that the games will have some kind of endless mode? Say, balls! Why do I keep doing this to myself? Right. Let's see. I bet you lot are getting fed up with this damn level. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to a different level because you guys are getting bored You don't want to see it anymore. Right. What do I need? Lights out? Can't do that one. Jaws of Darkness? Can't do that one. No, we don't have the blue gem. I think I need to try the lab again. Because the lab I can do. I know I can do. Tell you where would have been a good spot to get a mask. Lights out. But pointless because it's playing it again, going through all that effort, and I can't even get the gem. Yeah, this level's mostly a timing-based level. I mean, a lot of this game is just timing things anyway, so it makes sense, I suppose. The level is based on timing. Well, the game's based on timing. But yeah, you do sometimes wish you could slide jump in this. Just it's fun to do. It's a fun little trick. Right, you jerk. I wonder if one of those guys will become a playable racer in Crash Team Racing. It would be nice. If they had them 50s cars from Hog Ride. Yeah, there's the guy who just lobs his thing over your head. He's brilliant, isn't he? Right, come on, yeah. Right, this is the bit. Here we go. Let's try it. Yep, that was good. That was well timed. Excellent stuff. Never understood that weird scream they do. Right. Once I'm past the first... Depth perception, man. This desk is going to get ruined. The amount of slamming my fist on it. Ugh. This game, not an easy game. Oh, I thought I'd done that a little bit late then. Would have been alright if I'd died. Whoa! Makes me wish you had a pill-shaped hitbox, am I right? That's the main complaint about Insane. And I know that I mentioned it last week and I went on about it, but yeah. It's just such a non-argument. If you can 100% the game with that so-called problematic pill-shaped hitbox, then quite frankly, I don't know why you're moaning. You can't make jumps that you should be able to. Yeah, shut up. You can do everything you could before. I suspect it's speedrunners complaining, but quite frankly, if you're going to be speedrunning a game, then you should expect a remaster to handle very differently to the original. Nitro Fuel does. Oh, I took a risk there. Right. I didn't time that right at all. That was bad. I should have waited. I need to remember that there's a little bit of walking you can do before it actually gets to you. And you can just wait there and let him walk, and then maybe he'll open up again while he's walking, you see. But it's also possible that there's just a way to get past him without even dealing with him. Cheesing it. What are these things, and why do they look like a pair of balls? I'm just gonna say it. Baggy balls. Yes, very good. Come on, you pineapple flavoured freaky thing. Oh, don't know what I was expecting there, but it's fine because I didn't get no checkpoint. I'm just making silly mistakes now. Ugh. It's wearing me down, and we're only an hour in. It's alright. You don't come here for perfection. There we are. Input lag. Blame input lag. Well, they were just being spiteful, weren't they? Is there actually anything decent in these? Oh, there's a lot of them fruit. Oh, bye. That was not worth it. Right. See, he's got such a wide opening as well. It's just timing it right with all the rest of the crap that you got to time it with. Like the little platforms and the other electric balls. Ah! God, I made myself jump then. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Always jump on those things. Right, fella. Don't know why he's even there. Right, here we go. Last time I did it by waiting 3 times. That was good, yeah. Wait 3 times. And bam, down he goes. See you later, sucker. I wonder why he's immune to being spun. Right, yep. Shouldn't do that. There we go. Right, and after this, it's all right. Right. Now! No, not now, not now. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Got you there, game. Ha. There, and just wait for the TNTs to go off. Yep. My hands are sweating. See if I did it. Did I do it? Yeah! Right, level's not particularly difficult, it's just tricky. Yellow gem! Nice. Oh, well, I might go back and... Oh, yeah. I might try and deal with the Great Gate now, then. Yeah, let's get that out of the way, actually. Actually, I seem to recall there's a green one around here somewhere. Is it Sunset Vista that's got the green? Oh, by the way, when I talk about awkward levels, that one. Lost City, that's it. Let's do the Lost City. Even though I just told you I was doing stinking Great Gate, I'm doing Lost City now. You better run on my smart. I don't know why they bother putting a bouncy thing there when you've got to break it. They just put that there as a tease, didn't they? Oh yeah, I forgot about the bats that are more frequent on this version. Sometime I've got to try Stormy Ascent as well. I haven't tried it on Insane. I think I did dip my toes into Future Tense at one point, which was based on one of the levels originally created for this game, wasn't it? So, except with a Future Frenzy theme. Might as well gather the dead bat wumpers. Very strange. Although I still maintain that this is the most non-violent game I've ever played. Oh, yep, there we go. I forgot about that. Got to make sure you hit that switch crate that you can't see. That's a proper cheeky bit of design, that. Oh, look, Embryo Head. Did I not get that before? Oh well, let's do it again. Kapow! Comics. Oh, I don't know why I did that, but I did it. Oh, there was a mask up there. So how long's that been there? Fascinating. Bah! Don't know how I survived that, but I did. Bah! Why did I keep running? Got you. Oh, yeah, because one of them know-it-all lizards. Here we go. Nice. Don't know why I'm standing on top of here when it does me no good whatsoever. Why? Right, let's do this. Come on. Timing. Make sure you breathe in slowly and surely. Right. No point in rushing. Let's just do it nice and take it easy. Nice and easy. Here we go. Boing! Nicely done. Listen to them crates get populated. See what I mean about radius? I think that's probably why that Aku didn't spawn. What I was talking about earlier. I'm sure you remember. Attack. 3 embryo heads. Right. Hopefully I can do this and then I won't have to worry about having an unsolved embryo stage. Fantastic work! At least I get to keep the mask. There's a... Oh, that was weird. Yeah, get lost. 1-up. Do people still call them 1-ups, incidentally? I mean, 1-up is just an arcade phrase, isn't it? Which is thought to mean, player 1, please step up to the machine. Something like that. Oh. I remember this bit. Right. Now. No! At least I get another chance at doing embryo. But I will... I'm going to not do the same level over and over because I know it's a pain in the ass to watch. Let's... Oh, still got to do Hog Wild. God. I've not got Jungle Rose. I ain't need a green gem for that, of course. They're awful, aren't they? Putting the gem paths that you couldn't possibly do and the very first levels. This level's already quite tricky. Not as tricky as the lab, but tricky. Especially with the second Aku crate. You know what I mean when we come across it. That's just cruel. Pretty sure that's a 1-up on pal. There's a 1-up there. Okay. Thank you. I remember not having much luck with them spinny things when I was little. By the way... What? Is it further on? There it is. Yep. If you spin the tortoise or bump into it while you've got a mask, well, just, yeah. Then it will go flying and you won't be able to get that mask crate. So that's the first instance of the game trying deliberately to trip you up. Should give you a taste of things to come, I suppose. I'm just amazed at the Road to Nowhere levels because I remember them. In fact, when I played them when I did the video series years ago, I had so much trouble with them, and I, in fact, distinctly remember doing like a death montage on the high road. I think it was. It might have been Road to Nowhere. I can't remember. And just like losing so many lives, just dying and dying and dying. It was quite a good montage, if I remember, but I'll have to watch it back again and try and get some tips from my past self. Oh, what? Oh, thank you. Oh, Aku, Mask Spirit. I probably needed you for later, but it's done now. Right, so there's a bit here. Crap. I didn't think before spinning then. It's fine. That bit, you've got that bouncy crate, and there's some other crates behind the wall, and you've got to bounce over it and then bounce over the wall and then get the crates and then come back. I wonder if there's a way to both break the crate and bounce on it. So, because there's no crates on the other side of the wall, so if you go behind the wall, you can effectively skip quite a bit of the most difficult parts. But it's if you're able to spin and bounce on the crate, and I don't think you can. I think they probably planned for that contingency, and once again, it's a bit of a tease from our friends at Naughty Dog. Thanks, guys. Come on, Tricky Tortoise. Die. Well, you're not dead, actually, are you? You're probably still going under there, you're just in your shell. Huh. That was weird. I thought he span a different direction depending on which button you pressed. Because this is, of course, the only game in the series where you can press circle to spin. Another bit of strange, pointless trivia for you. I don't know. Again, I don't know why they did that. But I always remember using circle when I was little because it was circular and the spin is circular. And I've just realised they give you a checkpoint like 2 minutes before a literal stone's throw before the end of the level. Which is a bit strange, isn't it? I know that there's this whole bit up here, but quite frankly, you're going to have no use for a checkpoint once you get to this area, because when you come here, you're going for the gem, aren't you? You're not just going to be coming here for the fun of it. Right, here we go. Let's do this properly this time. Get the life. Hello? Hello? Okay, I swear I was playing this last night and I ran all this distance. But I literally can't get past now. Okay, well I'll just have to take it then, I guess. How strange. Because you can run past this whole bit. It's a bit like the trials in Abe's Odyssey. Or is it this bit that you can run? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. How strange, there's two. I'm just checking for crates. There's one. And I'm fairly certain that's the only one. But yeah. Just check just to be sure. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's the only one. But yeah, it teases you because you can run past this whole bit. But you just can't. And you could get over there and just not have to do any of that. Because it's tricky. Yeah. You can either do it too late or too early. There's no in between. I imagine that speedrunners have got it down to a science, but I ain't no speedrunner, and I've never watched a speedrun of this game either. Interestingly enough. Yeah, these fire things aren't as hard as in Native Fortress, though. There's some beggars in that level. But yeah, the gem route in that level isn't as hard as this either. I wonder why they put that really hard one in level 3. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Right, let's wait for this. I've got a red Aku Aku. It's a good it's a good place to be in. Right, I want to do that impressively. I want to bounce off that crate up to that, and then whee! Oh, well, I didn't do that impressively at all. I missed all the fruit. And now I've got to go all the way back down. What a dum-dum. What a waste of my time. And everybody else's as well. Sorry. Let's not do that again. Right, and let's hope I've got all the crates. Please, Lordy, give me the crates. Hey! It's a bit of a pain that you have to wait for all this to go across. Update the saved game, please. And thank you. I really need a fan in here because it's sweaty in here. It's muggy. Muggaroo, as we call it. I think I should get Hog Wild out of the way. Rolling Stones? let's get a Hog Wild out of the way, because this one's just a memory test. Yeah. I'm not altogether fond of... I mean, the level's great. I'm not altogether fond of getting a gem on it, though. It's just a bit... Ugh! The Hog is not terribly responsive. The Polar Bear is a lot more fun. The Tiger is also a lot more fun. Right. It's a memory test and it's preempting as well. Ooh! Did I get a checkpoint? I did. And it's been able to make very quick moves in not very much time. Like that, you need to really catch the edge of one crate and then catch the edge of the other crate and then go full force to the right. Of course, the music makes it all worthwhile. You can't really change direction very easily while you're airborne. Well, of course you can. Right. Sorry if I dip into concentration silence on this level, but it's going to be a necessary evil. Right, I did that. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Right. Concentrate now. You're going to be there. Right, one up. Loads of crates there, nicely done. You're going to be on the left, yeah, very good. You're going to be low. You're going to be high. You're going to be low. You're going to be on the right, yeah. You see what I mean? Please tell me I've done it. Yes! Ugh, so much for memory test, that was just skill. 80%, I'm not doing bad. Another 20% to go. Sweaty hands. Gotta do whole hog yet. Maybe I should do that one now. You need the red. Have I got the red? I can't remember if I got the red. Lost sitting now. Road to nowhere. Boulder dash. Whole hog. Ugh. Yeah. This one is like the other one, but with a lot more obstacles. So, I'm gonna run through it once, I don't mind if I die. Because I need to learn where everything is. I've also got to learn little stupid tricks like that. You see the drum? The drum is just weird because it's pointing towards you and you're supposed to bounce off it forwards. And your gaming knowledge leads you to believe that you're going to bounce off it and come back on yourself. So you got to hold X. That's X. I hasten to add. Did I just miss a crate? Oh, I'm going to just kill myself. How did I miss that crate? I went right through it. Yeah, the buttons on the PS2, and indeed the PS1, and the PS3, and the PS4 controller. X, circle, triangle, square. Not cross, not O. X, circle, triangle, square. Ooh. Yeah, that was the one that I went through. Right, you're going to be on that side, yep. Oh, that was tricky. Ooh. Right. Yeah, why are the checkpoints on this level? They should have just not put them in because again, it's a level that only people going for the gems will bother playing. That was tricky, man. Right. Ah! Yeah. Okay, well let's just continue because I mean I panic died then, but let's continue on and see what's coming. Damn it. Come on, hog. I always liked Crash's big feet in this level as well. Right, so you can just jump over that tribesman. It was this crate that I missed. Balls! I pressed X as well. I don't quite know I didn't jump. Input lag. Let's see if I can do it in 66 lives. Yeah, this level makes you go against all of your gaming instincts. Right, that's good. You're going to be on the left, yep. And there we go. Oh, so there's not actually too much trouble in the latter bit. I think if I can do the rest of it, then I can probably pull that one off. Let's find out. Whole hog. But yeah, the polar bear controls a lot better, and the tiger is better still because you can charge with him. You can just ram into stuff, it's great. Lots of fun. But I suppose they had to start somewhere. And the hog does get his own back later on. In fact, hogs are just bad news in this game, aren't they? Maybe that's why they're roasting them, because they know that they're just a menace. Yep. Oh! Balls that one up, didn't I? Did I get a checkpoint? No, I didn't. They should really build these controllers with, like, anti-sweat pads. Like, absorbent pads. Yeah, not anti-sweat pads. They don't exist. Really now? Maybe there are certain controllers that are absorbent, like the Xbox. Maybe that's what the Xbox Elite controller does. It's absorbent for all your Crash Bandicoot play sessions. I don't think I've actually played this level on Insane. Wonder how hard it is on that. Oh. The other thing is, he seems to move at an inconsistent speed. What the hell? That was clearly going to be low. Why didn't I jump it? Fortunately, I'm not getting any checkpoints, which means I don't need to do the tedious, cumbersome restart maneuver. Wouldn't it be great if there was just a restart button in the menu? They didn't add that for Insane. Not that they need to, so... Yeah, because in that you can die. And still get the gem. That's the cheater's way of doing it. Oh, that is just... That's trickier than it looks. Why do I keep missing that? There's an excellent cover of this on OC Remix, by the way. It is beautiful. Proper hoedown stuff, it's great. Very entertaining. Gets you really in the mood. Right, left. By rights, it looks like you should hit that guy, but no. This game plays fast and loose with its physics. Right, so it was, yeah, left. Okay, good. Right, jump on that. Okay, right, yep. Jump over him. Under the hog. Way, right. Right, yep, good. Oh, and there we go. Thank goodness for that. I'm glad that's out of the way now, actually. I've been putting that off, but yeah. It's finally done. Da-da-da-da. Nice. Good. Right, Boulder Dash I need the purple one for. I'm gonna have to do Lost City. I need the green gem. I need to get all the colours and then I can do all the other levels. Actually, oh no, I didn't end up doing the lab, did I? Yeah, because that's where you get the purple gem from. Oh, come on, just die. Even when you want to break it, you can't. Pull up, my guy. Right. Worn out now. flipping hog level. I hope they do a level based on this for Nitro Fuel. That'd be lovely. A Sunset Vista level. I know there's Tiger Temple, which is basically this, but I don't care. I want more. Give me more Sunset Vista. I want a Jaws of Darkness level as well. Right, just got to scratch my arm. There we go. Never scratch while gaming. Bam. That's what you want. Might as well walk along the top of these because, you know, saves some effort, doesn't it? These lizards. They just think they're everybody, these damn lizards. They just don't... You see, he even took damage off me when I landed on top of him. That's just exactly what one of these green beggars would do. Not easy being green, yeah. Tell that to these guys. These guys have just got the run of the place. And I dislike them. Here we go. Right, bam. Up again. And bazoink. Let's see if I can do that great jump again. Probably not because I've burnt myself. I cannot believe I never do that and I've just done it. Grade A Wally right here. The Lost Goddamn City. I'm actually probably doing myself a favour here by doing the Lost City now. I've got all the awkward levels out of the way. It's just the lab is going to be tricky, but then the rest of them are going to be all right, I think. Cortex Power I can see being a bit of a ball ache, but that's not a bad one. It's just because there's so many branching paths. You just got to remember where you've been. But I do have a trick for doing that, so I'll see if I can remember the trick before I do it. That would be good, wouldn't it? But here's an interesting thing on my old save file that I loaded up. Oh, just remembered. On the old save file that I loaded up on my PS1 copy, the save file that I had when I first played the game and got about, I don't know, not very far. I got up to Sunset Vista basically, and that's where I got stuck. But I had the gem on Lost City, and I don't know how I managed it when I was so wee and couldn't do Sunset Vista. And the thing is, because of that... Oh god, what have I done? I'm going to take out the lizard first. I think I said that last time, didn't I? Because of that stupid stone wall trap that I died at last time, and I'm going to probably die at this time. This is actually harder, I think, than Sunset Vista. Because of that stone wall trap. Okay. There we go. Right, just take it easy. And land somewhere useful, yeah, that'll do. I've got to work out the timing on that stone wall trap. It's probably a better name for it, but stone wall trap is good enough for me. Right, let's do the embryo thing. Get away, lizard. You're not worthy. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It's in a normal crate as well. It's strange, isn't it? Strange. Okay, let's do this. This is easy. Right. Right, move, 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 move! Spoing. Right. Huh! It's just occurred to me, Dragon Mines is based off this, isn't it? Must be. Hello there! Thanks for the lives, you jerk. Thanks for the sour persimmons, cousin. Best Daffy Duck impression ever. Available for all galas and fates. Actually, if somebody wanted to hire me to do stupid voices for a one of these stupid country shows that we have around here, then yeah, sure, I'd do that. People seem to like it when I do voices, but I can't do them very well, so I don't really get why. I ain't no professional. Right. It's when they all go in, that's when you gotta go, innit? When they all go in together. Now! Yeah! That's how you do it. And then this one here is really easy. Don't know why they'd mess you around with that thing and then just give you a really easy one. I don't quite understand the thinking behind that, but here we go. Another lizard who, yeah, well, the less said about him, the better, basically. Oh! Right. Bounce! Aha. Nicely done. Oh. Right, don't screw it up now. Nearly there. Oh, this guy. This guy could cause me some problems. Let's just do it sensibly. There we are. Right. Once again, sensibly. There. Crates that break instantly. I still don't understand that. Ow! Could you imagine if I died there? Oh, that would have just been rotten. Please say that I've not missed some measly little crate. Yes! Come on. Let's... Green gem. That's what I like. Right, let's go do an easy one after that. Oh dear, pardon me. I'm still doing it, burping on stream. It's good, isn't it? Right, up the creek. I can't recall if you need a gem for that. Let's just try it out. Well, I'm going to have to work it out at some point. Let's discover what is the plan is with up the creek. Maybe it's the green gem. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, I know what the cheeky little secret of this level is. Oh, and actually, yeah, I recall that this one, it's harder in NTSC. God, we really got the watered down. Not watered down, but the easy crash, didn't we, in PAL regions? But it doesn't make more sense because he doesn't speed up while spinning, he just goes at a constant, reasonable speed. Yeah, here we go. So it's this bit, isn't it? Oh no, it's not, it's a bit further on. Yeah. Yeah, I know what the deal is with upstream. I just can't remember if you need any gems as well as the deal, much like in Jaws of Darkness. And the deal, of course, is that mysterious switch crate that doesn't seem to do anything unless you know where it switches. Which, incidentally, is coming up in a second. Oh, wait. Oh, right. Oh! Problem is I panic and I try and reverse what I've just done, even though I don't need to. Right, here we go. Right, don't hit the TNT yet. In fact, yeah, I need to be going at it at this angle. Crap. Oh well. Whatever was there is gone now. Let's just hope there's no crates. Oh, I went a bit early then, but I managed to pull it off. It's all good, man. Yeah, that little leafy bit isn't there on PAL. It's just the two crates, the TNT and the bouncy. So I don't really follow. Badoo. Right, excellent. Bam. Oh. Right. Next time. No. Come on. Do me a favour. Oh, right, good. Yeah. Take that plant. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed one. But, can I find out? Oh, no, I did it. Oh, nice. So that's just a big phony then, isn't it, down there? I reckon it was just a 1-up, wasn't it? Because I did spin something away. And they won't have just put one Wumpa Fruit there, so it would have been a 1-up. But it's not like I'm wanting for 1-ups, is it? Okay. So, where was I going to go? Hogwild Rolling Stones. That's Jungle Rollers. I don't know why I keep running backwards even though I know that there's nothing there. I should really have got the mask first, shouldn't I? Right, go! Oh. I always forget that it drops a mask in this, and the mask can be spun away as well, like the lives can, but in the later games, you just... I think in 2 it drops lives, but the mask is just given to you when breaking the crate. And I think in Crash 3 it gives you the life as soon as you break the crate. Early installment weirdness in this one. But it's fun weirdness. There we go, look, green gem pommoir. I could really do with crashing through this lot actually, yeah, there we go. Because I don't really need the mask for this bit. Satisfying as it was. Oh, you can land there. Okay. Right, and there we go. Fantastic. So that should... That was nice, wasn't it? I think if you chain enough of them together, you can get a 1-up really easily, but... Ah! Slightly too late on the spin there. Poor. Powie. And stuff. How many are we on? 84? Blooming heck. Flaming Nora. How have we got so many? There's another one, look. They just hand them out, don't they? Destroy. And then... Ploink. Have I done it? Have I? Yay! Still only got 1 key. The other one's in Jaws. Oh, I've got the red gem as well. I didn't even realise. Oh, sweet. I can do Native Fortress then. And then that's Insanity Island cleared, I think. What's the other island called? Crash Bandicoot Islands. I know they're collectively called the Wumpa Islands. And it is on Bandipedia. Don't really want to use Wikia though. Don't like it. Crash Mania, that's the one. Oh, that's just levels, isn't it? So, Encyclopedia. And we've got Wumpa Island. What? Okay. It's just called Middle Island, apparently. Yeah, apparently it's just called Middle Island and then Cortex Island. Which is pretty silly, but whatever. The first one's called Insanity Island. Or Insanity Isle, should I say. So boulders I've done. Rolling Stones. Let's try it. Can't remember what colour gem you need for this. Hopefully it's one I already have. I can't remember what you need the orange gem for either. Possibly you need it for... Lights out. Oh, there's an embryo head. Well, yeah. I remember being super excited seeing somebody else's head in this game. Like, I'd had all these Tawna heads and then suddenly there was an embryo head and it was kind of exotic. Hey! That was good, wasn't it? Ah, look at this. This is perfect. What do you mean, oop? Are you saying that I took damage from them? Well, obviously I didn't take damage, but you know what I mean. Oi! Lovely. I've probably not got the gem I need for this, have I? Let's find out. Oh, cheeky. Let's grab that. I'm fairly sure. Oh, it's blue. Okay. Right, it's the blue gem. Don't got that one. Fairly sure it's from Cortex. I can't remember if you get the blue gem from Cortex Power or if you need the blue gem for Cortex Power. But I remember the secret in this being super cool. It's either this or Boulder Dash that it's cool. It's just this awesome, amazing, and kind of creepy secret. It's really nice. Native Fortress I can do though. Well, technically. Let's give it a whack. Oh, yay. Now then, square hitbox. Yes, I'll go on then. Why ever not? Let's just cheese the whole level. Great. It's a shame it doesn't make you jump any higher. I'm kind of glad though that it doesn't speed you up while in the middle of a jump, because that would just totally throw you off. It's probably good that it ended there. I think there's another Aku Aku floating around up here or something. Oh no, might be later on. Let's wait. Cheers. Right, there we go. So at the end of this level, there's a really, really horrible bit of timing. Okay, hello there. Life. What? Oh. So here's the thing. Lives are the basically how many goes you get, aren't they? But we always used to refer to like health or energy as life. So how much life have I got left? I still do on occasion. I've not got much life left. I just find that interesting because that seems to be localized to the UK. But I know that some people, particularly those who played games in the 80s on British home computers, but also, well, just anybody who played games in the 80s, they refer to it as energy, which I find interesting. I wonder how those terms came to be. Well, might as well get that. Or what? Oh, come on! Make me get that and then waste it. I couldn't move then. It just made me fall straight down. Well, what a pointless flipping. At least I get some nice effects. I might. Yep. It lasted long enough for me to get that thing. Oh yeah, I need to go over here as well. Don't I? Again, can't remember if there are any crates around here. But this is another situation where... Oh, hang on. That wasn't a crate, was it? Oh, crap. Ah, yeah. Oh no, never mind. Hello. Yes, good. Crates. Crates. Yeah, look, you can just go straight over here and skip! Never mind. When I said technically, I wasn't kidding. What a stupid silly man I am. Bam. Let's do this. Let's get it done. How the hell does he get from here to the other island? If he can't swim. And yet he can swim. Crash's physiology is, or his ability, would be more appropriate, is inconsistent. Because he survives all the way from Cortex's castle to Insanity Isle. Sure. I mean, he could have just been floating and whatever. But it falls in the water and upstream, dead as a coffin nail. Falls in the water. You could put that down to him being sort of swept away by the river. Yes, sure. He falls in the water in flipping Tomb Raider, or what are some of the other ones? Tomb Raider is a good example, but there's a lot. There's some river levels in Crash 2. Jump in the water in them and you die instantly. It's like, come on. Crash. But then sometimes he doesn't die, sometimes he just floats there with a silly face, and I like it when that happens because I don't like to see Crash drowning. I don't like to see characters drowning, it's not a nice way to die. I think probably my favourite water death, and I know that's a strange phrase to be saying, my favourite water death in a video game is probably the one in Metal Slug. I can't remember, I think it's on this... I mean, there's a couple of good ones in Metal Slug. There's the one in the first one where you fall in the water and you get eaten by a big fish. And you sort of do that cartoon, well, whoever you're playing has to do that cartoon, sort of hold his mouth open. And then you just get dragged in the water. That's funny. I like that one. There's a good one in Metal Slug 3 where you fall in the water and then whoever you're playing as, they come up and do a thumbs up and they're like, yeah, I'm alright. But then a lot of piranhas come and eat them. And then they come up again and do a thumbs up, but as a skeleton. It's brilliant. No! Right, excellent. So, let's skip this and actually skip it properly this time. Not skip it and die. Of course, Metal Slug also has some of the more gruesome deaths as well. Like the death when you get hit by a seed. That one's one of the most horrible deaths I've ever seen. More conceptually than anything else, it's just gross. I wonder how gross became a term for oh goodness. That was good. Well, yeah, I wonder how gross came to mean what it means now, because gross means sort of the total of something. So gross weight is the weight of something as it is, sort of. So the gross weight of food is the food without the packaging. It's just the food on its own. So I wonder how that turned into grotty, basically. Or dirty, or filthy, or nasty. By the way, this is one of the weirdest bonuses I've ever seen. It looks like it should be in Rayman or something. Oh, come on. Oh! Honestly, can you actually die from that? I would have thought you'd just fall down to the level. That's poor. But there's a way you can do it where you bounce off the bouncy thing, and then you land on top of all the stripy crates. And so you can just put the controller down, have a bit of a chill. I mean, you could do that anyway. Just stand around somewhere, but playing a game, damn it. You didn't play a game to just sit around not playing the game, you know? Oh, dodgy. Oh, nearly made it. I don't know that masks are actually much use on this, because the main danger is just falling off. And, well, I suppose that's the case with a lot of the levels, actually. Especially the later ones. The earlier ones, the enemies are more of the threat, but in this one it's kind of balanced, actually, but very heavily weighted towards falling off. Balanced and yet heavily weighted. What the hell am I saying? Yeah, the enemies are a trouble. As well as the hazards. I mean, there's a lot of these spiky things which aren't actually attached to anything. That wasn't there when I was running underneath. Right, here we go. And that thing won't be there when I run over the top. It is all just a sham. Smoke and mirrors. Boing. It's a shame you can't... Why can't you spin that even though you're right on it? Might as well get the 3 Wumpa fruit that it gives me. Good lord. They give you that tricky thing and they don't even give you anything good. I know they give you a 1-up, but what's the point of a 1-up when I've got 93 gosh darn lives? How many Wumpas am I on actually? 62. Boing. Broing. Let's get the mask. I wonder why. I wonder why Aku Aku helps you, and yet these tribal people don't. I wonder where that tree is as well. I know that you see it when you do the bonus stage. That must be where you go. But yeah, this is definitely like the trials from Abe's Odyssey, when you run behind the stage and you get to see what you could have been facing up against. Right, tortoise, tortoise. Let's spin them so they don't throw me off. Oh. The input lag is going to be the death of me. Kaplow. I did read somewhere ages ago that the input lag was put in there on purpose. And I've not actually followed it up since. Maybe I should look it up after I've done this. Right, I was saying about how easier this was than the other one. Let's put that to the test. Come on now. Cloud Cuckoo Land, eh? Bloing. Sploing. Ah, let's go and get that. Oh, hey, Shumarmau. Nice. Right, let's see if I can... Yeah! Maybe. Right, good. Give my back a stretch. Ugh. I spend too much time sitting around. My job requires me to sit around. It's a tragedy. Good. Okay. Right. Let's walk across the wonderful little cloudy bridge thing. What? Who thought this was a good idea? Because whoever it was brilliant. Definitely, definitely a bit Rayman-esque though, with the gems and the clouds. Right. That was the awful thing I was on about, because you've only just got enough time. So you've got to really time it spot on. Yeah, I suppose you could cheese it if you had the mask, but then you might just end up falling off the end. And that's not something you want. Well, there it is, folks. 99 lives. Where's my achievement? Still 99 lives. Ah! Please don't fall off here. I don't want to prolong the inevitable. Come on, game. Ooh, where's Cortex? Could you imagine if I missed one? That is one of the worst things. To do all that, and then it say, great, but you missed one box. Excellent. I'm thankful that I've already done Whole Hog. So what was it for that one? It was blue, wasn't it? Let's try Toxic Waste again. Since I will be doing it with 2 masks. And then I'll go back to Road to Nowhere, because that one needs a red gem, does it not? But I'll do Toxic Waste since I've got access, potentially, to 2 masks. And, yeah, they'll be useful. And hopefully I can do it this time, then. Yep. I don't quite get why the gangsters are working here. Why are they sort of in charge of the hazardous materials? And why is there so much of it? I know that Aku Aku's whole deal is that, well, according to the Crash Bandicoot files, which is basically the Crash Bandicoot Bible, it says something like Aku Aku's helping Crash because he doesn't want Cortex polluting the islands or something like that. So it would make sense why there's a lot of toxic waste here. But it still doesn't make sense why the tribals aren't helping him as well. Why they're, in fact, actively against him. It's very strange. There's something else that's strange as well. In Crash Team Racing, I know this is non-canon, let's face it. If it is canon, then it's very loosely canon. But Papu Papu gets protected by Uka Uka. And you'd think it'd be Aku Aku, wouldn't you? Because Papu Papu's not really a bad guy, he's just trying to protect his land. He's not doing out wrong, really. Ooh, oh boy. Right, I've used 1 mask. Through stupidity. Let's not be silly now. Gotta be on my A game, as they say. Right, let's not bother with that. Let's just let that detonate. Right. Right. Okay, good. Yep. Oh, hey, oh, ah, nice! And... Bam, said the lady. Please. I think that calls for a mic drop. Except I can't drop this mic because it's on a stand. Blue gem, please, Bob. That'll do me. Let's do Road to Nowhere. Which, as I said before, is harder than the high road. I think they should have been swapped around, to be honest. But now that I've got the blue gem, I can do it. I can do it, so I can. Ooh, the game hiccuped a little bit there. Sorry, the red gem I needed for this, didn't I? The blue gem was for that other Rolling Stones level. Right, so there's no bunkum at the start here. But there is bunkum later on. Right. Why can't I do that? Seems like I could do it sometimes. It's that input lag, I'm telling you. Right, look, there's a cheeky one up there. Whatever. Didn't need it. Literally do not need it. Especially since there's one there, and then another one there. For crying out loud. Oh, yeah, input lag got me there, nearly. Yeah, you can cheese these levels if you can. The thing is, you can walk on the railings. By the way, here's the red gem, first one. You can walk on the railings and sort of avoid all the difficult bits. But it's actually harder to get onto the railing than it is to just play the level. Right, here we go. There's a little bit of a puzzle here. You've got to... It's a tricky one, that, because you've got to work out the sort of timing for it. Not the timing, the right order to do it in. If you already know how to do it, or if you can work it out, then great, but... It took me a few goes first time I did it, and yeah, if you make one slip, then there's no going back. So you got to get it perfect. I know it's not the most difficult of puzzles. It's not exactly point and click adventure. Although a Crash Bandicoot point and click would not be a bad idea. Maybe not with Crash as the protagonist, but hey, there's some lore to be explored here. Explored. Right. Okay. Good. You see. I was about to say, you see, this is why this level is harder than the other one, because you got to do all the jumping, whereas the other one is just tortoises. It's easy. But yeah, if you can perfect being able to get onto the railing, I mean, you can do it. But it's trickier to do than it looked like. And yet I just did it twice in a row. How the hell did I do that? I don't know. I won't be able to do it again, trust me. But it just means you can avoid a whole section of the bridge. Which, yeah, if you can do it, then why the hell not? But, like I say, learning how to do it is harder and will be more time consuming than just getting on with doing the level. So, might as well just do the level. Plus, it hurts your gamer cred if you do it like that. And who doesn't want a bit of gamer cred? It's brilliant when I'm halfway through a sentence and I do a tricky jump and I'm like, it feels like all the jumps in Crash are tricky though. Hello? Oh, brilliant. What the hell's happened here? Technical difficulties. Oh, God. What's going on? Why has we suddenly lost signal? Hello? What's going on here? Deactivate. Activate. The audio was still coming through, just not the video. Very weird. Oh my God. I swear it's just got louder. Has it got louder on your end? Well, I suppose I'll find out soon enough. Here we are, we're back again. Yeah, that's definitely louder. Unless I've just nudged my volume control on my mic. What the hell? I must admit to you that I am using I'm using the most basic of component cables coming from my PS2 here. So that is actually causing quite a bit of audio disturbance. What do you call it? Basically, there's a lot of feedback on the line. It's just buzzing, constant buzzing, and the audio's not as high quality as it could be. So I want to get a nice RGB cable from the wonderful people at retrogamingcables.co.uk. I only have one of their cables and I can't actually use it because it's for the N64 and I don't have an RGB mod for that. But I'm going to use it for my Japanese N64 because I hear that you can mod them and use them to just put NTSC cartridges in. Ho ho! That's what I get for talking about rival inferior consoles. Basically, the plan is I'm going to get one of them and I'm going to get an EverDrive. I'm going to whack it in my N64 and then I'll have good times with my N64. I also heard that apparently you can just plug a PAL power supply into a Japanese N64 and it'll just work. Why do I keep failing that? Needs to get to another go, eh? There we go. Did it that time. What? By the way, the hogs, in case you're not aware, cannot be killed. They are immortal hogs. If you try and kill them, they will just murder you. And they also walk over gaps in the bridge, look. So they are not only invincible and murderous, but they are also extremely lightweight. And how the hell they got up here is another question entirely. It's a strange situation altogether. Must be Embryo up to his old tricks. Although, come to think of it, none of the animals, other than the bosses, are actually modified in this, are they? Unless you count the robots. But in Crash 2, I think it's interesting. I was going on about lore earlier, but actually, there's only 2 enemies in the whole game that actually belong to Cortex. Well, when I say belong, I mean sort of Cortex's minions. Or maybe not 2, maybe a few more, but the vast majority of enemies in Crash 2 are Embryo's minions and subjects and modified animals. So there you go. Find that interesting. Again, a little bit of lore goes a long way. Because obviously Embryo, I think he designed the Evolvo Ray or something like that. Cortex just sort of built it, or maybe it was the other way around. But he definitely had a hand in it, so he sends a load of mutant animals to go after the mutant animal. Right. You see, this bit wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the hog. That's what he does, look! The hogs are just exacerbated by the fact that they stop, turn around and prod you. If they didn't stop, they'd be a lot more dealable, but because they stop in place, you can't jump and let them go underneath you, is what I'm saying. Right. There we go. Got the knack now. I'm not just getting it by accident. It's happening. They're jerks, them hogs. Alright, so let's just take it easy. Again, the concentration silence is setting in. Yeah, you can snort all you like, you stupid hog. I don't care. Oh, it. Oh. It's very rhythmic as well. This. I like it. I do like these levels. I love. Oh. Just look at his nose when he's running. Man, I've never noticed that before. Also, you've got to be careful on this bit, because if you stand too close to the crate before it spawns, and then you're standing next to it when it does spawn, sometimes it can break because you're inside it when it spawns. Yeah, so you've just done yourself out of a gem there. By being a bit impatient. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. Right, let's do it. It's just that goddamn hog. And yeah, even if you've got masks... Oh! Oh! Oh, I managed to... Can't believe after that I managed to die. Even if you got a mask, you just get thrown off the edge by the hog. Yeah, I can definitely see this level being the death montage in that old video. Imagine if I burnt through all 99 lives doing this. Yeah. I think as crash levels go, this is up there. It's again, it's a timing game, but it's also the sloping bits of the bridge don't help, and the fact that you've just got this tiny little slat to land on. Once again, though, this does look beautiful on a CRT. It genuinely looks like a overcast day when you go outside and look at the sky and it's all white. It just looks like that. It looks real. I wish there was some way to demonstrate that, because it's impossible to see it without having a CRT. You can say all this OLED screens, whatever. What's the current one? What's the current standard for your flat screen displays? Because I know LCD's okay, but then you've got all these TN and IPS and stuff. I find it a bit much to keep up with. I remember when it was just LCD, LED, and then LED was the good one and LCD was the cheap one. That was easy. And now you've got LED, OLED, Ammo LED, Super Ammo LED, and it was like that flipping 7 years ago when I first got my phone, my first smartphone, and they had all these silly old LED variants. And that was even more. Ooh. I know that I seem to recall that TN is like the cheap one. And that's probably what my display uses. But I could be wrong there. Right. Good. Please say it's just tortoises from here on out. I can do tortoises. Tortoises are easy. Ah. Oh. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, no. There's this bit. And this could just undo all my effort. Are you ready? So that bit... let's just jump. That bit behind the high road at the start, it's like that, but you're jumping forward. But that first bit, you can't really see what you're doing. Oh. Because of the exit portal. So you've just got it's a leap of faith. Fortunately, it's not a leap of faith when you're coming back, because you can see all the slats. Please say I've done it. Cross your fingers. Phew! Come out, one measly gem. Right, what's next? What's next? What should I do next? I've got the purple. Did I end up getting that? I'm forgetting which ones I've got. Boulder Dash, no. Vista. I'm getting all the colours before I go on to Vista. Let's do Cortex Power. I can't remember if I need a green or blue for this, but... Or if you get the green from this by using it. Oh, who knows? Right, so if I recall... Let's see if I can remember how I did this before. Ooh. Not handy at all. So, right to start with, you need to go right initially. Yeah, whatever, man. Checkpoint, that's good, yeah, just what I wanted. Now right again, and you need to go right here because there's a switch crate up here. Or is there? No, well, just crates. Crates. Oh yeah, there is a switch crate, look. Did he just shoot me? Never been shot by that guy. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Right. Now I'll go left. There's a bit where it's really difficult to go back on yourself once you get past it. Might be this bit. Ah, look, there we go. All I know is that you've got to do the gem last. So, let's... last until a certain point. Ah, no, this is the bit that's really difficult to get... Right, yeah, okay, so... And when you've done the gem, you come back to there, and then there's just a couple of crates you need to get. Right. So. Oof. Let's do the gem bit. Really now? Oh, yeah. Let's just detonate them all. I don't care what's there. It's probably just one-ups, isn't it? Wait for them all to blow up. Yep, that'll do me. I have no masks, but yeah, once you've done that bit, you actually cannot come back at all because you've destroyed all the crates. So, but I think it's okay because if I go back here, just destroy this thing. Oh, I thought I'd landed on the red pipe there. Right, I think this is the crate. Just check if there's any others. Yeah, and then this is the bit that you come to, so... I hope I'm right now. Oh, look, the timing's changed because, that thing about radius. Oof. Right, and then, you come to this bit, and I think once again it sort of blocks you off after this bit. So you've got to hope that you've, done all the crap you needed to do. By the way... One up. Ah, yeah. Yeah, when I was saying it blocks you off, this is what you need. Oh, boy. Right, okay. That was risky, but... Ah. There we go. I hope I've done that right. Let's not bother. Come on, let's just get it out of the way. I wish to see my result, damn it. If I did do that right, I'd be very impressed that I've got a good memory, but... Oh, I did it! Nice! And that, friends, is how you... Oh, I've got the green gem, haven't I? That's how you do Cortex Power. I remember when I first did that, I had to draw a map for myself, because damn, but yeah. My brain is obviously a bit better than it was then, because I could remember what to do. So that's great. Now I've got video evidence. Evidence. I say evidence. Just checking that everything's fine with the old recording there. Do that on occasion to make sure. Right. Oh, I needed the blue gem for Jaws. Let's get Jaws out of the way. And then maybe I'll try Lights Out. No, I should try the lab next, after this. Listen to the music. But I can't hear it, it's quite quiet. Best bit about it as well. Well, not the best bit. One of the good bits about it. The echoing. The echoing audio. Like the footsteps. It's just such a brilliant piece of music. The whole soundscape of this level. Yeah, there's just too much percussion in the new one. But I would love a nitro field level based on this level. Right. And we've got our cheese tactic as well. Check it out. Yeah, oh, I didn't even need it. Alright. Just take it easy. Oh, yeah. I've just realised as well. One of the things that I really like about this game. There's no UI. And because of the style of game it is, there's no reason to have a UI all the time. I mean, you can bring up the UI and you get it when you collect Wumpa Fruit and lives. But in general, there is no UI. And it's great. It's just so nice. I like stuff like that. I mean, on my phone and on my computer, I like to have an empty desktop. And in the same way, I like my games to have minimal user interface. Oh, you're kidding me! Square hitbox strikes again. Flipping square hitbox. It's a lie. You don't know the source code. Shut up.
He's got a square hitbox and this one's got a pill hitbox.
I just can't believe it. People give Insane negative reviews because it's got a slightly different hitbox that makes no difference. That's how cross I am. I just wasted a life. Don't jump on the spider, because spiders apparently are very bouncy. Badoo, that was too early. What a silly person. Also, they don't bring that. That's quite a cool death animation where he blinks and then falls into a pile of ash. That's a very cartoony sort of thing you'd see in Tom and Jerry. And they don't bring that across into Insane. He just sort of it does the pile of ash bit, but not the eyes bit, and I think the eyes really make that. And the sound. Do they do that in I can't remember if they do that in the sequels. They might do. But there's I know there's the fire death in Boneyard when you fall in the lava. It just sort of gets charred fur and falls forward and then doesn't do it. Just sits there. I love the deaths where he just sits there and he's not actually dead. I mean, most of the time he's not actually dead. The only one that he definitively dies as such is when he drowns, and that's a proper death. But the rest of them is just silly stuff like he explodes and he just falls into a pile of stuff. Or when he falls off a ledge and his shoes come flying up. But yeah, a lot of the time he's fine and nothing untoward has actually happened. One of my favourite ones is in Warped, where oh, by the way, this is another cheeky secret. Hey, look, you might have missed a crate on this level when you did when you got the gem and you think you've got everything. You might still have missed a crate. Well, hey, there it is. Yeah, one of my favourite ones from Warped is the one on the Egypt levels, so Tomb Time and all that. Oh, by the way, this bit's a bit tricky because you've got a mask. And you get the spikes that come out of the floor, you've got to dodge. Are you... What?! Cannot be serious. The spikes, the sort of spears that come out of the floor, and if you get hit by one, Crash sort of grabs onto the ceiling, terrified. It's not a death, and it doesn't really make much sense, but I think it's just brilliant. And all these other non-deaths, like the one that I mentioned where he falls into the lava, but it doesn't. Nothing happens. He just gets charred fur, and then he just sits there. What's another one? I like the one in Insane where Coco on the jet ski. When she falls off the jet ski, she gives you the most mucky look. Like, come on, that's not my fault. You're the one who's driving the jet ski, you jerk. And it's good that Coco's got some characterization in the new games, because in the original, if you won a race as Coco in Crash Team Racing, she just stood there. She didn't do it on the podium. I think she messed with her laptop when she came in second or third, and then gave the winner a mucky look. Although it might not have even been a mucky look, it might have just been a vacant stare. I don't know. Can't really remember. But, yeah, Coco was a bit pointless in the originals. And now she's an actual character. It makes me happy. Although, I think there's a bit of a mismatch between what she's like in Insane and what she's like in Crash Team Racing. Because in Nitro Fueled, she's more of a... She's like she's taking selfies all the time, and she's always on her phone and stuff, and she's just like these weird millennial dances. And yet in Insane, she comes across a bit of a dork. Now maybe in Nitro, oh man, I just realised how much bunk I'm talking, but whatever, I'm talking about it. Screw you, it's my stream. Maybe in what? Good grief. I can't believe I did that twice. Okay. Maybe in Crash Team Racing she's trying to be cool, because she's not a cool sort of character. She's a very dorky sort of character. Very nerdy. I mean, she is cool because she rides a jet ski, but she's not cool in the same way that Crash is cool. If you know what I mean. It's weird. In fact, oh, actually, no, maybe she is cool in the way that Crash is cool. I don't know, but her Crash dance, for example. I don't know. She's got a certain naivete in Insane that doesn't come across in Nitro Fueled. I don't know what I'm saying. Crash Bandicoot Studies 101. Maybe I should do lectures about Crash. That would be fun. If I could get paid to lecture about Crash Bandicoot, that would be my dream job. Can you imagine? Maybe in the future there'll be because you know you got film studies now, and that's a relatively new thing, isn't it? You wouldn't have had that. I mean, obviously you would have had it in the 90s. Maybe, I don't know if, was it a thing in the 80s? I can't imagine it was a thing in the 70s, but I can see it becoming a thing in the 80s. Maybe a niche thing, and then in the 90s it would have come a bit more widespread. But do you think in the future we'll have game studies? I think there will be. I think it'll be the study of video games for maybe people who want to go into writing or designing video games more. So I'm going to leave that mask there. It's just not worth it. I'll get this one. For so much for it not being worth it. Okay, I'm leaving the masks. They're just not worth it. Yeah, so courses for people who are going into writing and designing games rather than programming them. Maybe even producing games or just sort of thinking of ideas for games, I don't know. So there'll be all sorts of courses for people who want to go into various types of media, because you don't really get... I think there should be courses for concept art, because there's always going to be a need for them in all kinds of things. Well, mainly games and film, but you know, TV, maybe even the music industry could do with concept artists, because you know, you've always got album covers to make, and there's always going to be bands that have richly illustrated art, like the sort of thing you'd see on Battle Hell or prog rock albums. Tarkus notwithstanding. Good grief, that's an album cover, isn't it? So I feel like I don't feel like that's the way the world is going, but I feel like it's the way the world should be going. We should be getting more creative industries, because that's in the future when there's robots doing all the mundane and menial jobs. We're not going to have any need for people doing factory work. I mean, maybe even sort of. Oh god, the emergency services. They might be AI driven. I hesitate to say taken over by robots because that sounds a bit far-fetched when I say it like that, but when I say AI driven, that suddenly sounds like it could happen. So it's entirely possible that we'll be having robot policemen. Maybe not robot policemen, but certainly firefighters could definitely be robotized. And maybe in the very distant future we could have robot doctors. Certainly have robot nurses. And possibly self-service general practitioners. That's entirely possible. I can see that happening in the not too distant future. Self-service general practitioners. And I'm talking very much to the UK emergency services, but actually, do they have GPs in the States or an equivalent? Given that there's no NHS, I mean, over here you can book an appointment and just go and see a doctor, and not for anything really. It's just to see for a checkup. It's not for immediate treatment or anything like that. Well, you can get treatment from them, but normally it's pharmaceuticals. Stuff you can get from the pharmacy. Whereas, I don't know if they have that in the US. I know that checkups are a necessary thing. So, but I don't know how it works. I don't live in the States, so I don't know how their medical system works. What a strange thing to be talking about in a Crash Bandicoot stream. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. So basically, being able to lecture about Crash Bandicoot as a job could be viable. Although it wouldn't be specific to Crash Bandicoot. I think you've got there's so many games with rich, deep lore, but I think that I'd be happier talking about the lesser known games, because that's kind of my MO. At least I like to tell myself that's my MO. I mean, you've got Oddworld. That's got a hell of a lore that could be talked about. Payday. That'd be fun to talk about, wouldn't it? Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Escape! Ah! Give me that key, you jerk. Key save. I note that it's gone from 29 levels to 30 levels now. I don't really know why. Unless that counts as... No, it doesn't. That'd be daft. Right. I've got no more masks. Right. That was the little cheeky secret. So you've got a blue gem, which has a cheeky secret crate, but then you've also got that other cheeky secret that you wouldn't know about. Unless you just so happen to think, well, there's a Wumpa Fruit floating there. Where does that go? It's like that cheeky secret in Heavy Machinery. Which I missed the first time, didn't I? Well, I missed it first time when I was playing it on my PS1. I should note, once again, that I am playing the NTSC version on my PlayStation 2. Hey! Please. That completion percentage seems to be going up quite quickly. The gems. Da da da. Oh god. Oh, I've got the other key. That's good stuff. So I should be able to do lights out now. Still haven't done the lab, have I? Oh no, I did do the lab. What am I playing at? Where's the purple one then? Might be lights out. Could be. Could be. And you've got lights out, and you've also got fumbling in the dark, which has another bunch of cheeky crates. Yeah, and the thing with lights out is that you really do have to speed along, because otherwise you won't see where you're going. Right. Let's do that now, and then I should be able to get to that! I'm gonna do it. I've got 25 minutes to do as much as I can and hopefully get the gem on lights out. I was about to say stinking lights out, but it's really not that stinky compared to some other levels. You've just got to... again, it's quite rhythmic. But don't get too in the rhythm because, yeah, you're just going to end up dying. Right, well, I didn't time that very well at all because I span it when it was going away from me. Glood. Ah, but yeah, whatever. Sure. I'll say that was my timing. Okay, I can just about see the thing. So now. Yeah, oh god! A little bit late. Thing is, I'm usually alright at judging where something's going to be when I can't see it. I usually do it with songs, like I'll leave a song playing on my computer or record player or whatever, and I'll go downstairs to get something, and I'll be singing the song, and I'll still be in time with the song when I come back up. I find that quite incredible. Right. Now, when I last did this on PAL, I took the gem route, but I ended up missing a crate, so I'm just going to go forward a little bit. Actually, no, I can't really, can I? I just wanted to see if there were any crates immediately. Input lag got me there. Input lag got me there. I blame myself when it's me, but that was totally input lag. Right. Third time lucky, everybody. I know I've played it more than 3 times. I'm also leaning back, so apologies if you can't hear me very well. I could probably maybe move my mic a bit closer. That would work, wouldn't it? There we are. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you're leaning back and you see it, as opposed to sitting forward. What the hell happened there? Oh god, I love Crash. Crash is my friend. But this level is not. Especially when it changes the rules. There's obviously a weird hitbox. Square hitbox! Hey, 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 if I had a pill hitbox I would have got past that and wouldn't have died. Just saying. Ooh, I thought I jumped too early then, and I did slightly, but I managed it. Oh, I didn't time that very well at all. That's poor. Jump over to the chair. This is a weird place, isn't it? Why are there chairs and tables where nobody in the right mind would eat or sit? Ooh. Oh, I timed that a little bit better than before, because at least it was coming towards me. La la la. Let's smash the crat. And then get the Aku Aku. Right, I'm going to try and be careful here, because they keep smashing a crate in the distance, and I don't really want that to happen. There we go. Could give me a bit more time to deal with things. Right, this time I'm just going to go straight onto the yellow. And if I miss a crate again, then I'll be very surprised, because as far as I can tell, I ain't missed any yet. But it seems like... yeah, there it is, look. So we'll go up. Give me another mask here, that's good. Love this bit. And yeah, you get your 3 crates here. 2 lives, of course. And you go to the exit. Let's see if I've missed one. Oh no! Oh, I must have genuinely just missed one then. Weird. So isn't that the purple gem then? It is. Nice. I noticed the purple gem's always an irregular sort of shape as well. It's like the uncut gem. Sweet, well now I can do boulders. Look, I can also do fumbling in the dark. Let me just show you it. I'm not likely to do it first time, but I'll just show you it. So, what you've got to do here. Alright, I did it too early then, but yeah. Oh well, it's fine, it's fine. Doesn't count, does it? Yeah, look. There's all these cheeky ass crates here. But I feel like if you get the mask first and then go for these crates, then you're not really gonna have enough time. Although, no, you could probably get away with it actually. But yeah, this is like Lights Out but harder. It's like Lights Out met the lab and had a bit of a freaky evening. And there's lots of this business where you land on that and then you've got to get to the orange one. I'm going to try it actually and see. Because you probably can get away with it, can't you? Because they're not even that far apart, so yeah. I'm probably just overthinking it. Making it difficult for myself. Yeah, there's some tricky jumps there. Yeah, look, you have plenty of time, man. There we go, I timed that one. Oh my god! I'm doing a Alec Plowman laugh there. Alec Plowman whenever anybody mentions a director's name in the sequel. Yeah, the Sequelizers podcast is a weird one because I love listening to it, but when they're going through actors and directors, so basically personnel on the film, they always come up with a name, and then the rest of them will either start laughing hysterically or go, "What?" It's flipping brilliant. It's such a great setup for that podcast, but I'm like, if you don't know any of these names, then you're going to be totally lost. And these people are just all these outbursts that come out when they say this name of this director, or some random cinematographer is doing the director of photography. I'm just like, if you don't know anything about films and you're just listening because you like films a bit, you're going to be totally lost, like I am. But yeah, I enjoy that podcast. I think the latest series, I don't particularly like the new format. I liked it better when they were in teams. But I suppose they're having to make it work with less people. Damn Stuart Ashen leaving the podcast. What's that all about, eh? But yeah, they do definitely need to get in someone else because it does work better when they're in teams. And at the moment, if you're not aware of the Sequelizers podcast, essentially what it is, they take good films that had sequels. I hesitate to say bad sequels because they weren't always bad. I mean, the most recent one is The Lost World, and that, I don't know, it's an enjoyable film. It's not awful like some films they've covered. But yeah, the idea is they take a film that had a sequel that wasn't as good as the first. Right. Now. Oh! Nice one. And they try and fix it. So they'll do their own pitches and they'll come up with different actors, directors, well, like I said, personnel. Right, I've done that totally wrong. I've screwed that up royally. I should have timed that. I should have spun that crate when the spider web appeared, so now I'm just going to screw myself over. Oh! Right, but we'll soon see. Oh, there's a checkpoint there. Nice of them to give me a mask right next to the checkpoint. That's pretty cruel, isn't it? What now am I supposed to do? Please hit the... Yes, thank God. Yeah, Sequelizers. It's a fun podcast, man. Oh, balls! My finger slipped. Right, yeah, I'll leave that one for later because my hands are too sweaty to do it properly. Which one was I going to do? I was going to do Boulders, wasn't I? Boulder Dash. Sunset Vista can wait. That one's an evil level. I'm glad I've done Whole Hog. Jeez. Whole Hog is being easier than I expected it to be. Or, not easier so much as quicker. Which, by extension, probably means easier, to be fair. Boulder's pretty easy. Harder on this one because Crash doesn't run as fast. So, there's basically zero margin for error here. Also, the music is amazing. I need to get it on the playlist. I realised when I got the playlist up earlier that Crash Team Racing is actually now very well represented. I think before I had one track from it, and now I've got more tracks from it than most of my other games. There's certain games in my playlist that are ridiculously well represented, like The Sims 2. There's so many tracks from that, but that's because there's so many good tracks in it. Insane Trilogy, now that has some representation. What else? Just trying to think. I think Payday is pretty well represented. That's got some great tunes. But I've got some of the B-sides in there as well. Lego Island, got some representation from there. Not as good as some of the others, but still quite a few tracks from that. And I managed to find, well, I say I managed to find, somebody... right, let's take this from the root, because the person in charge of sort of putting together the Lego Island soundtrack, Lauren Nelson, somebody got in touch with him, and they managed to track down a cassette which has high quality versions of the Lego Island tracks, which is great because this Boulder's going to catch me in it. Because before there was only the versions in the PC game, and they were really bad quality. So now there's tapes. I've put them on my playlist. They are so clean. It's really nice. There's some great tracks in there. Some very silly tracks. Anyway, are you ready for the really cool secret? This is so super cool. There's nothing else like it in the whole game, and it's just like, wow. I love this secret so much. It's beautiful. And of course they have to put cheeky gaps with horrible spikes in there. Just the lighting, man. This game is... For God's sake. Even when I do it completely right, it still doesn't give me it. What happened there? I bounced on the bouncy thing, missed the crate that was there, but ended up going into the area directly below the main level and having a falling death. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. That's like what happens in that stupid Cheetah game. When you wrap through the bottom of the level, that's literally what happened there, pretty much. Or is it you wrap through the top of the level, end up on the bottom of the level and die? Something like that. Yeah, that's what happened there. Poor. That's so stupid. I've really got to make some clips of these videos, because there's some great stuff that happens. But I think once you've highlighted it, because what I do is I highlight the streams so that they're always available in VOD format. Because it keeps highlights and it doesn't keep past streams, which I suppose is fair enough. And I just cut out the music at the start and end, leave the actual gameplay. But I think once you've highlighted it, you can't really do much more with it. However, I do have the raw file, so I could just take it into Resolve and edit it. Bit longer to do, but it takes up a bit more my precious hard drive space, which is running thin. I really do need to do something with all my files, because I want to keep the files and I want to make them accessible, but I need space on my computer. So what I really need to do is put this hard drive into my server, and then I can still use the files, put them on a network share or something, and then jobs are good 'un. Right, let's not fall through the top of the level this time, because look, I can see a 1-up crate there. Oh man, oh! I didn't realise I'd jumped so far then. Right. There we go, that's one. Oh, and they've got the cheek to put a plant down here as well. Is this plant a palette swap? This is such a beautiful secret. It's almost as beautiful a secret as leaving Blackstar out in the sun. The vinyl copy of the record, the LP of Blackstar by David Bowie. If you leave that out in the sun, you get like stars appear on it. It's awesome. Anyway, yeah, this is the super cool secret, and you get a unique picture of Cortex, which has never been seen anywhere else. A couple of unique brios as well. Very Doom. Yeah, I just love this secret. It's so nice, and I wish there was more. I wish there was more bits of the game that looked like that, because that is ace. Yeah. I'm very close to being there. What have I got left to do? Still got Sunset's Stupid Vista to do. Ba-da-ba. What can I do in the last bit of time before I've got to go? I feel like there was one on the Insanity Isle that I need to do yet. Lost City, I've done Ripperoo, there's no gem there, come on. Rolling Stones, there it is. I would imagine I can do this one now. If I can't, then I'll be very surprised. It's kind of a relief to come back to an easy level after doing a really hard level. That's what happened when I first played the Wrath of Cortex when I was little. I could not get past Crunch, first Crunch boss. When I did it more recently, I got past him like flipping nothing. Piece of piss, as my friend Daryl says. Balls. But beautifully done. Oh, that was quick. Why did it blow up so quickly? But yeah, when I was little, I just could not do it for love nor money. So this is risky. Nothing besides remains. I'm still on 99 lives. How does this happen? Yeah, so what I had to do, I kept going back to the first 5 levels to practice. That was my rationale. Because I needed to practice and get better at it so I could beat Crunch. Even though playing the normal levels would not really prepare you for Crunch because he plays totally differently. Crunch, what a cool guy. It's a good thing he turned into a good guy. He broke free of Cortex's brainwashing and became a good guy. I like Crunch. He's one of my favourite characters in this thing. And even though there's not really much to him, I think they could introduce some stuff. I hope they do make more Crash games where there's... Oh! Ah, yeah. I was going to say there's that picture of Cortex again, but that's a different picture. That's just his big chin. And there we go. That's the Jungle Roller secret. Oh! Could you imagine? You don't need to imagine. It happened. That was a tricky little jump, that. I think I panicked. Sorry, Rolling Stones. Nice. That didn't happen, by the way. What was I saying? I don't think I was saying anything. I think I was going to make a Rolling Stones reference, but I couldn't be asked. If you start me up, bum, bum, if you start me up, I'll never stop. Bum, na, 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 na. Yeah, the Stones are a bit lame, aren't they? There's some people that are really big fans of the Stones, but it's just like, Oh, there's embryo heads. I forgot about that. Yeah, they're not the most exciting of bands. They were probably something when in the 60s when they first started out, but I don't know. I just feel like other bands have aged a bit better than the Stones. Especially in terms of physical appearance. I mean, flipping hell. Ronnie Wood never looked young. He was never a good-looking man, Ronnie Wood. And he's an even less good-looking man now with his dyed black hair. I don't know who looks worse. Well, no, actually, I think Jagger looks worse, doesn't he? He is a bag. He's a proper flipping bag, and his 20-year-old girlfriend or whatever. That poor woman. Gold digger, clearly. Because... Jagger, man. I mean, he's never really been terribly good looking, but at least he looked a little bit better when he was younger. How the hell did I manage to miss a Brio crate? Did I miss a crate? I think I did. Oh no. What the hell? Well, whatever, I don't care. Meaningless. I can't remember who else is in Stones, but it's Jagger, man. God. Stallone's looking a bit baggy as well, isn't he? There's a picture of him doing his latest film, and he's looking a bit of a bag. Old Sylv. I know he's been a bit baggy. Oh no, I suppose he'd been kind of baggy the whole time. He looked all right when he was younger though, but now he's just a bag. But then you look at people like Robert Plant and Ian Anderson. They're not as baggy. They've managed to avoid the bag. Right, so we've got 2 levels left to gem. There's Fumbling in the Dark, and there's Sunset Vista. So I think it's just about time to call it. So I'll just leave it on pause to mute it. Switch to the midstream, and you'll note that I've got a new demo look. One of the original demos. This is the Boing Ball from the Amiga. And I will admit that I did pinch this off a YouTube channel. In fact, I should have written it down, shouldn't I? That's pretty poor of me. From the YouTube channel Amigang. But it is just the... I wonder why I did it on an A1000. I think I'd do it on an A500 or something like that. Although A500 was later, wasn't it? A1000 was one of the earliest ones. Yeah. Oh man, I need to grab some of these. These guys got a load of Amiga screensavers. It's literally just... It's just the Kickstart 3.0 insert floppy disk animation. What's the CD32 one then? Let's have a look. Oh, is it just the disc spinning? Yeah, it is. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's got the waves as well. Nice. I like that a lot. I should have these as demos. I wonder if he'd mind. Yeah, for use on screensaver, video wallpaper, and other uses people might want this for. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll drop him some likes as well. I'll put him comments on saying, hey, I'm using your things. Hope you like. Because that's just courtesy, isn't it? And if you don't want me to do, then I won't. Fair enough. Simple. Very simple. But yeah, that's the newest demo in the library. I need to add some more. I need to get some more DOS demos. I need to look at what they did at Revision 2019 and try and grab some of them. It's undoubtedly going to be fun stuff. But yeah, that's the new demo. Thought pointing out. Slowly but surely building up a nice library. Let's see what others I've got. I've not got very many, I must admit to you. So I've got this one, which is very important. It's the 3D Pack screensaver from Windows 2000. It's great. I do want to make that one a bit longer, but I think it serves for now. Here we go. Crystal Dream 2. You won't see very much of it because I'm going to switch over to Lego Island, which doesn't look very well and is a little bit squashed, but it does a job. It's the best I could do. This one's a pretty good one. Although actually, no, that's looking a bit... that's not very smooth at all, is it? Is it just because of the recording settings, do you reckon? I need to find one that's a bit more suitable. Here's a good one. Classic. Again, you won't see much of this because it's mostly credits, but Second Reality. Love that one. And then Starfield, which is the Windows 98 Classic. But I'll just leave it on Boing Ball for today. I should probably get one that's just the when you finish your racing, Crash Team Racing. And that just goes on forever, so I could do that one. Record a couple of laps, and yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, that's enough from me for 1 week. Thank you all for coming along. Thanks again to Dusk vs. Tweak, Ahoy Hoy Malloy, and Stanching Up for hosting me. Very highly appreciated. I know 2 of them are auto host. Don't care. It's still appreciated. Yeah, I'll just leave you with a few things. So, Discord. In fact, I should really put these on the screen, shouldn't I? I should have a little thing that's got everything. Oh, why don't I do that now? Hey, nobody's stopping me. It's a shame I can't copy from an existing thingy-a-jig. Let's use League Gothic. I like that typeface. It's a good one. So, YouTube. Hey, that looks suspiciously like YouTube's official typeface, actually. Interesting. This'll work. I'll put all my details in here. Yeah, I'll sort that out after stream. You don't want to see me doing that. Yeah. So, yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. We've got a Discord. If you want to go there, it's Bang Discord in the chat, and you'll get a link. If you want to support us on Patreon, it's Bang Patreon in the chat, and you get a nice Patreon thing. And if you donate to the stream, you'll see there's a donation goal. It's still at 0, guys. Come on, you can do this. Right, we've got a goal of £100. If we get to £100, it all goes to special effect. I should really put information on that on the Bang Donate. In fact, yeah, there's the information there. So £100, it all goes to special effect. And if we get there, then there's an incentive. You get to hear me sing Daytona USA all the way through. There's a karaoke mode in the Xbox 360 version. I'll sing through it, the whole of it. So there's that. If we get to £200 within a reasonable time frame, I'll drag my brother into it, and we'll do that. That'll be a whole load of funds. But we need to get to the £100 first. And like I say, it's all going to special effect. So get on it. Just £1, or £2, or £5. Whatever you can afford. All going towards people, gamers who have a disability, just want to play some games. Improve their lives. I mean, video games just improve lives. So why would you not want that? And it's helping people to, connect with their families and be friendlier. By which I mean they can interact and have fun with their friends and their families. My brain is frazzled from all that crashing. Basically, it's helping people to have a better quality of life who otherwise wouldn't be able to do it. So it's worth your whatever change you can afford, basically. And if you can't afford it, then well, yeah, fair enough. I'm not going to hold you to it. And if you like the stream, and if you like the videos, and if you like everything else I do, basically Twitter, rambling about stuff on Twitter, I still need to get my blog going, but that's an issue for another day. Then do consider donating on Patreon. That will help me to afford more stuff, and it'll basically mean that doing this, I mean, it's worthwhile to me. I enjoy doing it, but it'll make it just that little bit more worthwhile. And you'll get access to some exclusive stuff as well, which I'm uploading slowly and surely. There's some couple of videos up already. So if you go over there, stick $1 in the pot, and get yourself a nice couple of videos to watch, exclusive stuff that I never released otherwise. So yeah, worth it, innit? If you like what I do, then you'll get a bit more of it. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, one other thing. If you donate on Patreon, every tier gets the same thing, except that if you donate $5 or up, then you get mentioned in every YouTube video from there on out. If you donate $1, then you don't get that, unfortunately. But you've got to have some incentive for the higher tiers. Otherwise, you get titles and colours on Discord. That's about it. So yeah, thank you very much for coming along, and I'll see you all for the next one. Next Friday, 7 PM, we're gonna finish off 100% in Crash. Very glad that I've been able to do it so quickly. Yeah, hopefully it won't cut out on us. So yeah, bye.